That's it, baby. Welcome to Pump and Repump.
You were listening to the Linda Lindas. That's a this intro set was brought to you by me, my suggestion.
Yep, Stas gets full credit.
Um,
For better or worse.
Bangers, all right.
Couple of schmanger bangers.
they opened. They're like teenagers, like high school girls, and they opened for Riot Girl like several times, which is a big, which in the punk world is a big name band. Anyway,
Anyway, here we
Um,
are,
the
dude.
last song was called "Growing Up," and our opening topic today has something to do. It's something that almost is like it's a it's it's required. It's a necessary condition of being a grown up, and that's obligations.
Oh yeah. I love obligations.
And handling obligations and like dealing with them, I think is like just being a part of a successful person. And at the same time, we both of us, and when I say we, I mean me and you, are very bad at accepting the fact that we have them and hate being under them.
Uh-huh.
Even the worst of which I feel are like self-imposed obligations.
Oh yeah.
Those, in fact, are some of the worst. Um,
Well,
and
hold on.
yeah, go
Are
ahead.
they the worst because what makes one obligation worse than the other?
Um, I mean, well, there's several things. One is like the reluctance with which you want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like how much do you not want to do this thing, right?
And it's not. I don't know if. Yeah, it depends on who. I don't know. It just depends on the nature of the obligation, I guess. I haven't thought too much about obligations as a whole to be like, here's categories.
Right, but I'm saying like okay, so like a self-imposed obligation is different than like I have to go to work so I can have money to pay the bills. Whereas like,
Yes, but those obligations I think are easier because you understand the consequences of that action. So I guess maybe the
ooh,
kinds of obligations that don't have immediate or, disastrous
clear cut.
consequences on your life
Yeah,
are harder to really get your ass behind, right? Like
I feel like
I
that's
get up for work every day. I do whatever is required for me to not get fired, right?
yeah,
That's a pretty easy obligation for me to meet.
right.
However, finishing a poster for this for this stream is somehow the hardest thing to do to force myself to sit down and do.
Well, especially
I'm
because
still working on it, people. I finished the arms. All right. I got the body down of my poster. I need to draw a head and spruce it up.
it's well also I mean the other thing is I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it.
Damn.
What were we talking about?
Obligations.
Yeah, I know, but run it through it quick. Try to trigger my memory here.
Um uh Work obligations are easier than non-work
Oh yeah,
obligations.
that's what I was gonna say. Okay. So you're talking about like it's hard when you don't see the immediate consequences of things. It's harder to be disciplined about them, right?
Sure.
And I was immediately made me think of like stuff like smoking. People don't take the seriousness of like potential like everyone knows you could get lung cancer from smoking, but you don't really do it because it's not like if you smoke 3 cigarettes you get lung cancer. If you smoke one, you're fine, right? It's not there's no
Right.
clear cut rule, so like people really fucking don't get disciplined about that shit. It's hard to be disciplined about that shit.
Okay, I understand. I know you're hot on discipline, all right? I know you think about discipline all the time.
Yeah, because I
But I
lack
feel
the
like
shit out of
this
it.
is I feel like this is I feel like this is not necessarily, it's related but not necessarily the same thing
Well, yeah, of course
because
it's not the
you don't have
same.
there's no need to have that kind of discipline,
What do you mean?
right? Like
What
what in
kind?
discipline in service of what,
For which
right?
example are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, okay, in smoking, obviously your health, and work, obviously, not to be homeless.
Yeah.
Um, but, like, the obligation to get some art done, right?
Well, it's well, the
Non-commish.
oh, for commissions?
Non-commish, I
Oh,
said.
non-commission. I think you said on commission. Non-commission. Yeah. Well, I mean, the discipline would be like, hey, this is what I was planning on doing. I'm gonna stick it through and make it happen. Right.
Yeah, but what's wrong with changing the plan?
The plan for sure can change, and there is it's. I think that discipline doesn't mean you never like stray from the pattern or whatever. You know,
Right.
it's not like you
Discipline means you don't maybe play that 4th hour of Rengar
right.
straight.
How dare you? How dare you make that so personal? Hey, listen, I finished my poster.
Yeah, and you scaled it down so that it was easily manageable. Let's see it.
Hold on. It wasn't okay, first off, just for the record, this wasn't like I only put it out in like 15 minutes. It's gonna probably look like that, but I put some serious effort in this because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to like
Okay. Oh, I can't wait now.
stop. Okay, stop. I mean, like I'm talking like at minimum like an hour, hour and a half on this. I didn't. Not that I
Just
really
so
kept.
everybody knows.
Well, no,
Is this
no. This isn't even.
prepping every
No, hold on. This isn't. This isn't a stipulate. I don't want other. I don't want the show to know this. I need you to know this. This is for you
Oh, okay.
because I know you're gonna be like, this is. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna be like. Okay, here it
Okay,
is.
hit me. Let me see.
Okay, here we go. Ta-da! It's supposed to be Soraka. No, doesn't read. You don't like it.
I see what you're going for. Yeah.
I see what you're going for. Is the nicest way of saying it's not working.
I mean, we don't want to zoom in on the face. That's for sure.
Oh, well, I wanted to make it. I thought I was going to. Here's the thing. I thought it was going to be smaller. I thought it was going to be much smaller on the screen. It's like way too big that you can see the details.
Yes, but
Or
that
quote
is
unquote
that is
details.
part of the vision, right? That was one of the a Soraka poster I had in mind, where it
Yeah.
kind of has a very Star Wars vibe.
Yeah. I was very much trying to do, I mean, not spend 10 hours on it, but have something that's kind of reminiscent of it. Maybe if I just make it smaller so people can't barely see it, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean
You know that saying like from far away everything looks good?
sure, even
Look
God
at that, huh? That's already looking better. It's what we have.
Yeah, I mean mine's not going to be a work of art. I know it. I know there's build up here because I spent weeks not finishing it, but
But
it's
you spent hours within those
yeah,
weeks.
I spend hours with it. No, I don't spend hours with it. I did work on it yesterday.
Yeah, and you've probably put in a good 2 hours into this.
No, more than that.
Oh,
At
then
least
okay, so then you
3.
have spent hours within weeks.
Not this week. Not I didn't spend 3 this week.
Hours amongst the weeks. How about that?
Yeah, I'm creating more and more build up, even though I can't draw a face, and it's really gonna ruin the entire
Maybe
poster. But
like I know what you're doing, but maybe you and chat doesn't. But maybe you just skip the face all and make it an artistic choice. Just maybe a commentary on
no,
the male gaze.
I'm gonna cover it up with some hair.
Oh
I
yeah,
only
that's
have to do half a. I only have to do half a face.
add a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not Daft Punk here.
Why helmets are easy. Helmets are nice.
Anyway,
So
what were we talking about? Obligation.
yeah, we got
Yeah,
a
let me get
poster.
back on topic a little bit, right? So I'm bad with obligations, I'll admit. Okay. I don't like being put under them, right? As soon as something becomes an obligation, it's like I immediately don't want to do it anymore, even if it's something I enjoy. Like I like to like making the art, right?
Yeah.
Just sitting there in my little pixel art program and making art or whatever. But when it's like, oh shit, I got to do this for Wednesday, it's like I don't want to. Fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you, me
Yeah.
who decided to make this a thing. You know what I mean? And like in high school, so I'm a big science fiction and fantasy reader. I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, yada yada yada, in like middle school, right? And
What?
then freshman year of high school for English class, we were reading The Hobbit, and I hated every fucking second of it because it was an obligation. It's like, you're making me do this. You've taken all the fun out of it.
I'm gonna be real with you. In middle school, I think I read The Giver, and I'm pretty sure that might be the last book I read front
Yeah,
to
for
back.
school though, not for fun.
No, yeah, for school. I'm talking about only for school. I've
Yeah,
never read
right.
for fun.
Yeah, you did. Primal Rage.
I didn't even get all the way through it. I don't think I finished it. Like,
You never knew who won the third round?
hold on. First off, just for the record, they had like there was this interesting like I kind of want to go back and like because my memory of it is like each of the gods had like these avatars and it was like these human versions of like that kind of represented them or whatever. And like I think they were all like there was like all these politics around them like aligning themselves with each other and like fighting each other and shit like that. I don't remember it fully.
Yes, I don't think you yeah, don't keep remembering it. That's the ish.
What do you mean
It's
don't?
going to be bad. It's a book based on a fighting game, right? And not even a well-known one.
Well, you first off,
Where
prime.
dinosaurs fight each other. That's what the book
It's
is
not
based
just
off of.
dinosaurs. There's monkeys too, bro.
Oh, my bad. And a monkey.
Yeah, and also people know Primal Rage, dude. People
No, I
know.
don't think they do. Not
Well,
younger than you. I don't even think I don't even think Knox would know it if it wasn't in the house. Was it in the house? Did you have Primal Rage
I
on
don't remember.
console?
I think so. I think we did.
Okay. Well, if he didn't have it, like for instance, I can bet you Cortex would know what Primal Rage is.
Oh, she doesn't count.
Why doesn't she count?
Cause she doesn't know anything.
She plays Dota too.
She barely, dude. She barely plays Dota. She barely knows what she was talking about. She didn't even get the character, her favorite champ's name right.
Okay.
We were like, which one do you like playing? And she was like, whatever. I don't even remember what she said, but she said the wrong champ name. Oh, she said something about the one that spins or whatever, right? And she's like,
Gennaro?
no, it was she was talking about Axe. She really liked Axe, but she said Lyric. I'm like, Lyric spins? When was that update? Where is she? She's usually here.
Late Chop? She's a big fan of Late Chop?
I forgot about Late Chop. We be Late Chop. Because that's what he was. Does he have a scimitar still in the new one?
I don't know.
Because that was his best feature.
Sword.
A big old fucking sword. But yeah. And also, just hold on. There are books about... I'm sure there are Mortal Kombat books.
Yes, but Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter are the two big fighting game franchises. And I'm not going to even, come to the defense of the quality of Mortal Kombat books. I'm sure they're also dog shit.
But hold on. Wait, you think Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter are bigger than like Smash? Or like
Street Fighter, yes. I feel like
Street Fighter probably.
Chun-Li is more recognizable than a quote unquote Smash character or a standard Mario franchise character. No, right?
Yeah.
But
the problem is they overlap, man. You got to compete with that.
Yes, I understand they overlap.
You think Chun-Li's better than Mario?
In what way?
More popular. More recognizable.
No.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
No way. Yeah.
What about like Marvel versus Capcom? Isn't that one big? Yes.
But they're not big because of the fighting game, and this works for Smash too. Smash characters aren't big because of Smash. They're big. They were already big when they made the game. Chun-Li existed in Street Fighter. She became big because of Street Fighter, and same with Mortal Kombat.
That's true. However, I mean, I guess you'll never be able to measure it, but I feel like Smash itself is like it became like a very iconic fighting game outside of the realm that like outside of the fact that it isn't Mario brand.
I think you just weren't around much for like the huge boom that was Street Fighter 2. Like
I played Street Fighter 2 all the time, and I would wreck you in Street Fighter 2.
Okay, that's false. You want to
put it in the Olympics, bro?
Yeah, we'll put it in the Game Olympics, and I'll wreck your ass.
You might. Who do you play? Chun-Li?
I don't really have a character in 2.
Well, what do you mean in 2? In which one do you have a character?
I've played 5. I can play a little 4.
I don't know those at all.
Okay, well, I mean, they have the same basic roster.
Yeah. What? It didn't go from
I
like
wouldn't play
10
Chun-Li,
characters to
though.
like 50?
Well, Street Fighter 2 has a decent roster. You're
It's
thinking
not
of, like,
that.
the original that has,
No.
like, 8.
No,
But
no.
they
Well, that one
by
was
the
dog
time Street
shit.
Fighter 2 was done, they had quite a few.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo was the one I played on Sega Genesis, bro. And I will fuck you up with
Aw,
Ryu.
Genesis version? Gross.
I only played Genesis. How do you think I played Primal Rage, bro? Was that
I
on
don't know.
Super
I think
Nintendo?
Primal Rage was probably on Super Nintendo too.
Yeah, probably. No, listen, I was a Genesis. We were a Genesis family.
Dang. No, I didn't know any. Yeah.
You
I
knew I
didn't
was
have a
poor
Super
growing up.
Nintendo. Yeah, I know.
We couldn't afford the SNES.
Shut up. They had to have been the same price.
Yeah, I don't know how I remember getting it. I remember getting it and playing Sonic, and it was so fucking good.
I
Loved it.
wasn't even allowed to get a Super Nintendo because it was like, you have a Nintendo.
What?
Do you need a Super
We have Nintendo at
for?"
home.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, come on, you don't understand.
Yeah, I think thank goodness. Well, maybe this is why the way I
My
am.
cousins had a Master System.
That's old. What?
That was Sega versus Nintendo before the Genesis even came around.
Yeah, I know. Well,
And the Master System had some bangers on it. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
know if I've
There's
ever
some
played it.
classics on there. It's actually it's a little wild.
We actually ended up getting the 32X thing for Sega as well. We had like Doom and Zaxxon's Mother Base 3000. That one
Ooh.
was so good. What else did we have? Knuckles,
32X.
Sonic 3.
Did that have Shining Force 3 or was that the Saturn? I think that was the Saturn.
I'm not
Did you play
sure.
either of the Shining Forces? Do you have either of those?
Not on there, but I think Shining Force 2 on my Game Gear.
Oh my god, a Game Gear.
Yeah, well, my neighbor across the street had it, and he had a bunch of games, and he had like that giant fucking magnifying glass, like looked like a fucking projector like thing, like an old school.
Yeah.
And he just put it on top of there, and it was just like you're looking through this giant magnifying glass. But he had the whole spiel, and it was like $50 or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, Dad, can I buy this?" And he was like, "Yes, you can."
It reminds me, I had a cousin who traded in his Game Boy for a TurboGrafx 16 with CD attachment.
What in the fuck is that?
A TurboGrafx 16. Do you remember Bonk and Bonk's Adventure?
No.
That was like the biggest game on the TurboGrafx was Bonk, and he was just this little prehistoric like caveman kid
Oh, maybe I
who hit
do
stuff
know.
with his head.
Yeah. I remember what was it? Bubsy? Little cat?
Yes.
Bubsy? That was a good one. I remember playing that one. You got little balls of yarn. That shit was hard. He kind of like floated when he
What are we talking about though? For what?
I think Sega, right?
Yeah, okay.
Why do you always gotta talk down to me because I got Sega, bro?
You're talking about Sega Genesis, man. No one gives a shit about Vector Man.
Bro, it had so many good. What about Earthworm Jim?
Yeah, but that was everything, wasn't it? Wasn't that also SNES?
I don't know. I didn't have an SNES.
Did you not have any friends who did? What did Stank have?
I don't know if I was friends with Stank yet. I was friends with Stank in 3rd grade. I don't know when this was. That's probably close. I don't know.
3rd grade is 9 years old. You can't be talking about Genesis at pre-9. You don't even understand what games were.
I was playing games pre-9, bro. I remember playing fucking Duck Hunt on the regular
you
Nintendo.
can't be like, oh, the Genesis era was over by the time I was in 3rd grade.
3rd grade, 9 would have put, what was that, 96?
Okay, what year was 3rd grade?
96. 97?
I don't even know. What year did the PlayStation come out?
I don't know, but I mean...
Don't do research on this stream. I'm doing it.
64? Well, you want me to do it?
No, well, I have one hand because the other hand's holding the mic, so I don't get away from it. Like,
You just have to hold it the whole time? What about, remember Cool Spot?
Yeah, I remember the 7-Up
Yeah.
themed game.
Aladdin, Lion King, those were classics. There's also a game I remember for some reason.
Can you just give me the PlayStation 1 release date?
For some reason, I have this memory of going to like dude, go figure this out.
95. Okay, go ahead.
So I grew up in a town of like 2,000, right? And like we had a grocery store, but it went under like in the past 5 years or whatever, 10 years. Like when we were young, we had a grocery store. I remember when they turned the Tripar gas station into, they like they demolished it and rebuilt it with McDonald's. McDonald's so like a McDonald's gas station, which is what we have now there. And it was like
Okay.
all the rage, right? It was like, holy shit, we have fast food in our town. But I remember distinctly when I was young, our town also had two different fucking video rental stores, like small, like privately owned ones or whatever. They weren't like
Uh-huh.
Blockbusters. How the
Yeah, you're
hell?
too good for Block. You weren't good enough for Blockbusters.
No,
I
no,
know
I
that.
went to Blockbuster, dude. I remember going, but we had to go. We had to go a couple towns over for that. But I
Uh-huh.
remember getting Pokemon Snap, and I got some sick pictures, and I printed those bitches out on their little like kiosk thing.
So that the real console of your youth is 64, not
Um,
Genesis.
I would say that's where I like, it was like the peak of my, like I was kind of young for Sega and kind of young for NES. Like 64 is like where it really like started to shine for sure. And PC. I mean, I was playing PC at that age, or at that time already too.
Yeah, 64 was a big deal. I think I was in middle school when it dropped, and I knew one of my best friend at the time got one, and obviously wasn't getting one. The NES was fine in our house.
You wait. They skipped Super NES and there's still like 64 no go.
Yes, and I couldn't. Yes, 64 and PlayStation was a no go as well. I had to
Wow.
wait till I could buy a PlayStation 2. That was my next console, and I had to buy it myself
No
from
shot.
NES to PS2.
No
Anyway, when
shot, dude. What the
64
hell,
came out, there
Frank?
were like 3 games. There was Turok, there was the Mario, and there was I forget, Core. What is it? Like Disaster Core or something along those lines?
Oh yeah. Oh, is that where like you went around like blowing shit up and stuff?
Yeah,
Blast
those were
Corpse.
the 3 games. What?
Blast Corp.
Blast Corps. Yeah, Blast Corps. Those were, like, the only 3 games that were out for a very long time, like, maybe 1 or 2 other games, but it when it got released, there was just nothing for it for a while,
The
and
64.
I remember playing all 3 of those at my friend's house. It was like, "Man." Oh, yeah, Larla, I did get a Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
You
sick.
you you had something tied you over.
Oh, yeah, I did. I did have the handheld console. The Game Boy was my saving grace.
I remember when we were, it was the year that the 64 came out, and Flexi, my older brother, he was like, "Hey, dude, come check this out, whatever," right? And this was like, I don't know, after school before our parents got home. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And we go in the basement. And he goes like, we would go in this very back dark. It was my dad's old dark room because he's a photographer and he had his own like personal dark room, I guess, before we were born, but he never used it when we were. Anyways, super tangent. We go back there, right? And it's kind of creepy. And he opens like shows this bag in the corner, this Toys R Us bag, and like opens it up, and he's like, "Dude, look what we're getting for Christmas." It was like the 60. So we saw Christmas gifts. It was a 64, that came with Mario 64, Cruising USA.
Ooh,
I think there was a Star Wars. There was a Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back or something like that.
yes. Oh, for 64?
Yeah,
I only remember. Okay, no, I think I remember that.
it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
very
okay.
good. You played as Dash Rendar or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was a very good game. I think it was those.
Rebel Alliance, man. I don't know. It wasn't called Empire Strikes Back if you're not playing Luke or whatever. But I
No,
know the game you're talking about. I know the game you're talking about.
yeah, it's something like that. There was so many good 64 games. Bomberman 64 was top tier. It was probably the best Bomberman game. Like the multiplayer on that was so fun. The Mario Party games were so good. Zelda obviously was game changing, right? Ocarina
Yeah,
of Time was like revolutionary.
sure.
Um, Smash was good.
Boom me down.
Cruising USA was
Boom
very
me
fun
down.
too. Um, there's so many Mischief Makers. I remember playing that at a friend's house.
Oh yeah, Mischief Makers. Like shake, 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 shake. That's that one, I believe.
I don't know what that is. I don't know that reference.
You have to shake things to like get the things out of them or whatever.
Oh, yeah, but it's like a side scroller platformer, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But every time you went to shake a thing, a box to get a thing out of it, your character would say shake, 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 shake.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I forgot about Blast Core. Oh, and there
Yeah,
was Pilot
after
Wings.
my cousins also got a 64 and they lived literally around the block from me and I would go over there like every weekend and me and my one cousin would just sit around and play 64. So it was the staples obviously were Mario Kart,
Mario
Mario
Kart,
Golf,
yeah.
GoldenEye
Yep.
and others. And we
Turok.
even
We played a
played a
lot of
bunch
Turok.
of Mortal Kombat 4, which is by and large probably one of the worst Mortal Kombats, but it was okay.
I played was it middle I remember having Mortal Kombat, I think it was Trilogy on there. Is that right?
Maybe.
I had a bunch of the characters. That was cool. I had StarCraft 64. I played a lot of that with Nox.
Wow.
I got Nox. I think that's where Nox kind of got exposed to it. As opposed to the PC, which
You were in charge of his video game education.
well, somebody had to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Flexi.
I don't know. He was probably off doing high school adult things by that
being
age.
fucking hot shit.
Yeah. I remember playing Duke Nukem 64.
No.
I played a lot of that with my buddy
I
Fred.
played it on PC.
Wow. I think there was a game called like Heretic.
Hexen?
Hexen, is that it?
Heretic is the first game. Hexen is like the sequel.
Yeah, I think I played Hexen then on there.
Okay. Yeah, Heretic and Hexen were very good. They're basically like fantasy themed Doom clones.
Yeah, it was
They're
pretty cool. What else was there? There was so many games. So many good games.
Perfect Dark, were you a big Perfect Dark guy?
No,
Mario Tennis?
nope. I didn't play Perfect Dark. Didn't really like it. Mario Tennis, we played for sure. Played a lot of that.
Perfect Dark was very good. It was basically like GoldenEye 2.0.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said, but I didn't get into it. There was also
Ogre Battle,
yeah, Ogre Battle 64, top tier. Still probably one of my favorite games. If you
played a little bit, I played some of it on emulator. In fact, probably within the last year, I played some.
Yeah.
Of 64 because I only really played the Super Nintendo one.
Oh, really? Yeah, Super Nintendo one's cool, but it's not even.
I prefer the Super Nintendo one. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
Well, that's not true. I've definitely said dumber things than that, but
it's really pushing it.
March of the Black Queen.
That's insane to me. The graphics aren't as good. The classes aren't as good.
Graphics, no, son. The graphics did not. Early 3D graphics do not and have not aged well. They look like shit.
What, dude? No shot. First off,
give me them 2D sprites, bro, any day.
Okay, we're gonna look this up right now. That's how pissed off I am right now with your stupid shit. Ogre Battle.
Yeah, get it up on the screen. Let's put this bad boy to use.
God, 64 was so good.
Comparison, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna get it.
You mean Deneb in SNES and Deneb in Ogre Battle 64.
Oh, is the same character? Is the character in both of them?
Yes. She's is she recruitable in 64? Because she is in SNES.
I don't remember.
You get the fucking pumpkin heads with her.
Where's this screen? Screen back. No, wait. How do I do this? Screen back. Is that it? No.
If you people aren't listening to the Lindas, you're fucking up.
Oh, he's yelling. He's lecturing y'all. Okay, let's see. So,
let's see. 2D's
SNES. Okay, so
look
this
at those battles. Just compare the battles.
What, this right here?
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Get this bigger? Come on. Play the game. Well, hold on now. Can you play this in the browser?
Archive? Yeah, is this what are you on, the Internet Archive?
It's a Flash emulator that has all the games?
Yeah, you're getting a virus.
Okay, we're out. Let's see. How about this one?
Get the ROM, bro. You can get any. Well, maybe we can see it.
Look at this. Okay, well, we're gonna watch a little bit of this here.
Well, I don't know. It's not a crime. I mean, it is a crime, but you can get any game pretty much on the Internet Archive.
That's cool. Look at this shit. Look at
Look
this.
at it. Look at how nice that is.
Are you kidding me?
It's very clear what you're looking at. Okay, it reads very well.
It's
Look at a
so
battle.
like
Okay,
the characters aren't even
fight now.
colored.
We're gonna fight it out right here. Let's just fight it.
That's
out.
fine. We're gonna look at it, but I'm just saying the characters
Doesn't
aren't
this
even.
look good?
It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not even close to the other one. The other one's.
I mean, okay, here, and I will note the animations are turned off.
I'm gonna be honest. Now that I'm looking at this, it's making me nervous for the 64 version because I haven't seen it in so long.
It should, bro. It
No,
should.
no, but it's making me nervous not because I think the other like this is really good. It's because I'm seeing how bad this is that the other one can't be that much better.
No, this is good. I like this.
And don't get me wrong, like the sprites are pretty for SNES. They're nice, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and look at some 64 version. Oh yeah, dude.
You think you're repumping me here, but you're not gonna. Here, come on, hit me up.
Let me get a video.
Yeah, get a video. Get the best you can do.
Oh, I forgot about this intro. It's so good. The little scouts or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah, I didn't like that system. They always died too fucking quick.
Well, you only had to have one survive.
Yeah, but if
Look at these graphics,
it takes
dude.
longer.
It's a little blurry because the quality isn't that good in this video, I think.
The quality just isn't good.
No, it ain't that bad. It's definitely
And
sharper
also,
than that.
All the characters are wide as fuck.
Look at how good that looks. That looks good.
Nah.
Look at this. Oh, okay. Well, these maps are a little lackluster. Wow, this is what the maps look like?
Yeah, look at that.
But hold on.
Fast forward to some gameplay.
We will, but hold on. I don't want to hear about the maps, okay?
This looks nice.
This is it's not bad, but it's not even. This is still.
Okay, go ahead, keep going. Get to 64.
Here we go. Oh, bite it out. Oh, that noise, dude. Look at this shit. That looks good. A little blurry because I think that's the quality of the upload. Fucking witches paralyzing shit in the back. I used to always, the first level, I'd just go and I'd farm the forest for a dragon encounter. And I'd get the baby dragon and I'd just upgrade my dragon, and I thought, I loved the, you didn't know which dragon it was going to turn into, or I think maybe you could look at the element it had and then you'd know or whatever. But they had all the different dragons. It was so cool. Come on, look at this.
I don't know. I feel more for the SNES version.
That's
man.
just nostalgia. I think this is a wyvern. Not a dragon, dude. Wyvern and a Cerberus.
I mean, I will admit 64 is not the worst of the 3D poly garbage era, right?
No, for sure not. Honestly, I feel like kind of like first gen. I don't know. Like, you ever you ever look at maybe like Metal Gear Solid, like the original, where it's like,
yeah, it looks terrible. Like Ocarina of Time doesn't look good either. Like
really?
There's how polygonal everybody's face is. Like, look up Ocarina of Time, the Great Fairy. You don't forget how bad she looks.
This looks great. Oh, this is, wait. 3D
yeah, this
HD?
is remastered or something.
Is it?
It's gotta be, bro.
This looks pretty freaking good if it isn't. Right? That's impressive.
Looked up the Great Fairy.
64 gameplay. Let's see the original. Oh, here we go. This looks like it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is more like it. It's still not that bad.
Yeah, because you're looking at the sprite. Well, it's not a sprite. You're looking at the model they literally spent the most time with. Right?
Yeah, okay. Which one? What do you want?
A speed run? What are we doing? Reverse bottle adventure?
I don't know. What did you? What do you want? The what is it? The water
Great Fairy.
Great Fairy. Oh,
She looks like dog shit.
This is just 10 hours of the song.
Oh, well, we
Why
never
is
meet
this?
that.
Why is this a hotspot right here? You see this in the timeline? Oh wait, you can't
I
see
don't
it.
know.
Hey, you can't see this on. Oh, interesting.
By the way, do you have the what's that extension called? Do you have
Oh
that
God.
YouTube browser extension which automatically skips like in video commercials? Pretty fucking
Ugh.
nice.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly. Look at it.
Look at those cannons, man.
Look at the polygon.
Tell me you don't want to scale those mountain tips.
You can't keep a straight face. It's bad.
Oh yeah, it's 64, bro. They had 64 bytes to work with, or whatever. Bits, bytes. I don't remember. Can you imagine
I'm just
that?
saying, I don't like games of that era.
You don't like games from that era?
Yeah, I don't like the graphics of that era when so many companies
You don't like first gen 3D?
just tried to go 3D just because it was the hot thing.
Yeah. Well, how about the faux 3D? Like,
So, okay, here a little bit of fossil video game history, right? Late high school, I was really into a real-time strategy game called Kohan. All right, and the hot game was Kohan 2: Aramon's Gift, and it's still unlike almost all real-time strategy games that have come out after it. Okay, and it didn't. I mean, it wasn't some graphical marvel, but it looked good, right? It was 2D sprites, and then uh, they were coming out. The studio that developed it, Timegate Studios, which did like one of the Fear games, I believe. Anyway, they wanted to make a Kohan 2, and they were like, "We're going to do 3D. We're going to do 3D." And everyone's like, "Why? What are you doing? We don't need 3D." They were like, "It's just what everyone's doing. It's not 2D is not going to sell." There was a era of video games where people would not do 2D anymore because they believed they wouldn't sell.
the hype train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kohan 2 was a fucking joke of a game. Ruined it. Ruined the community.
Maybe Kohan in general is just a joke.
Kohan's a great game.
I need to see this bad boy. What's it called?
Kohan 2, Kohan, not 2. Kohan Aramon's Gift.
Mortal Sovereigns?
No, Immortal Sovereigns is the first one. Aramon's Gift is the standalone expansion.
How do you
They both
type
don't
Aramon?
Ahriman.
Oh, like I should just know that there's a fucking H in there.
Just sounded it out.
I did AR. Why would I know there's a fucking H in there?
Anyway, the sweet thing about this is that you have like troops.
2001? Is this what I'm looking at?
Squads of units instead of, one guy.
You're saying 3D?
I mean, look at this. Look at these 2D sprites.
You said-
know what I mean?
you said
hand-drawn art.
You're saying?
This is the first one.
Oh, is this not the one you wanted?
Kohan 2. Yeah, no, this is good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're saying this is what enthralled you for years and years. This is like right before I met you then.
Because one of the unique parts about this RTS is that it was balanced around 4v4. So it was a team-oriented game, and you would just get in a game with, 7 other people, and you just fucking go battle.
I gotta see some of these battles. You know what? You know why this didn't survive? It's not because. Oh shit! Were they fighting ants?
Like you somehow know.
I do, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. Okay. It's not because they switched to 3D. It's because they couldn't compete with fucking Blizzard. I mean, shit. Age of Empires could barely compete with it.
I was in a clan, bro.
Oh, I bet you were, dude.
Yeah.
I bet you were. You still in the clan?
And I had to write an email to the head of the clan asking to join, and he was a pediatrician.
He was a pediatrician?
There was a pediatrician. There was a cop, who I was very good friends with. See how long ago this was?
And then he backstabbed you and took your woman.
This is the cool part. It's like you have to pick a unit that's your front line. You get 2 support units that do special things, and then you have a captain. God, this game's sick.
It doesn't look that good.
It doesn't look like it's good, but you just don't understand what you're looking at. It's like your slop. It looks like dog shit, but you love putting it in your stupid mouth.
You've never. First off, my mouth is smart. My smart is Murphy.
Yeah, keep talking, pal.
You keep talking, Kohan. Look at this shit.
That's a compliment where I come from.
Yeah,
You know
let's
where I come
let's
from?
take a look at Kohan too then.
Let's do it.
Undead Empire. So is this kind of like it looks almost kind of like a mashup of like RTS ogre battle?
No, it's not No, it's did you ever play Dawn of War?
No.
The Warhammer? Okay. never
You
mind.
didn't
This
like
is like
this? This doesn't look bad at all.
This would be one of them.
I'm gonna tell you what I dislike the most about this is the interface looks ugly and clunky,
Yeah, that's true.
but the actual graphics of the game they don't bother me.
Well, the thing is, it's not the graphics, okay? It's not necessarily the graphics. It was the limitations of the 3D engine, okay? Because in the original Kohan, okay, and the standalone expansion, you could expand anywhere. If you want outside, you could go a little further out from your city and put a new city down, all right, and expand.
Okay.
And you could just like go find what parts of the map you want to build into and build into them. But when they swapped to a 3D engine, they couldn't do that anymore.
That
They
doesn't make
had to like
sense.
put these like spawn points for cities, and only those spawn points would have places where you can build your cities.
Hold on.
Right? So it unnaturally
Hold
like,
on.
restricted the map.
How do you know that that was a limitation of the 3D
Well,
engine?
that's what they said. That was their excuse.
That sounds like bullshit to
'Cause
me.
me and the community was like 200 people big, so everybody was in the beta test for the new one, and that was the biggest issue. That was the biggest complaint. We
They had-
can't spawn anywhere you want. It doesn't work as well as the first one.
I
We're
mean,
like, no,
Isn't
can't
that
do that?
isn't that kind of like I mean like in StarCraft, like how they have minerals in certain spots, so it kind of makes it so there's like a soft like limitation on where you can put new bases. Is that
No, it's not a. Yes, it is, but that wasn't in the original Kohan. You understand?
no, I get it, but well, aside from that completely, I don't know how like that was a 3D engine limitation. Like they had, is it because they didn't want a bunch of bases?
That's just what they said. It wasn't a design decision. It was a.
I think they
3D
fucking
engine
lied to you. I think they lied to all
Maybe they
200 of
did.
you.
That's why it was trash.
Yeah, well, it was trash because it's a trash game, Stas.
You know what? You can go ahead and trash it all you want. It was a part of my childhood, and
Well, that's fine. It could be a part of your childhood. You know, I also liked fruit stripe gum when I was young. You ever try that now? The flavor's gone within 3 seconds.
yeah, I know.
It's terrible.
Love that little zebra man.
Well, I did like for a while. You could get those. The rappers had tattoos on them. You know.
Mm,
Remember that?
I do remember that.
Remember
I
that
did
one?
Partake in freeze in fruit stripe gum.
You did or
I
didn't?
did. Yeah, I did.
Is it
I was
gone?
a candy connoisseur, man.
That's true. That's true. I knew that.
I don't know if it's around. I haven't looked it up. I know Mentos is still a thing because
Hey,
I bought a case
hey.
and it arrived yesterday. What?
Did you ever get Well, first, how did dentist go? Right? Didn't you go to that?
Yeah, I went to the dentist. I'm all clear.
Nice. Good job, buddy. Now you can.
Okay, no. This actually, you bring up a great point. A great topic I was going to talk about. Right?
Back to obligations.
So no, it was not obligation.
Oh.
You think about female-dominated professions, right? You think of like teacher and nurse
Sure.
and librarian, right?
Sure.
And you think, okay, that's predominantly women, right?
Yep.
And it's like, okay, but you've known female nurses. You definitely have known you've known male nurses. You've known male teachers, and I myself was a male librarian, and I'm not alone, right?
Yeah.
But who the fuck has met a male dental hygienist?
A male dental hygienist. Yeah, I
People
don't.
that clean your teeth. They're always women. It is a completely female-dominated field.
It's funny because I know from like school. I mean, not good friends, but there's one girl that I know that became a dental hygienist, and she was a girl. She is a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
know what?
but the thing is, I don't. It's not like I maybe have interacted with like 4 or 5 dental hygienists in my life. so it's not a huge
There's
pool.
also I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna get controversial here. I'm gonna have a hot take.
Ooh, a Stas
Okay.
take?
Yeah. I've
Hot
been
sauce.
to a number of dentists over the years, right?
Yeah.
By and large, it's not a guarantee. By and large, okay, dental hygienists are cuter than average. They're cuter than your average woman. They're generally cute.
I can't
That's been my
disagree.
experience.
I can't
That's
disagree.
been my experience.
How is that a hot take?
Because I don't know.
You
No,
just
but
you
it's
just
like you can't back it up.
well,
know?
yes, it's not, well, hot take doesn't mean that you can't back it up. It just means that like it's controversial. What's you know what I mean? There's nothing controversial with saying like a lot of
But it's like it doesn't really make any sense. It's like why are there only cute ones? I mean, for the most part, they're
I don't know.
generally cute.
I don't know. I don't know. That's maybe something we could get some government funding to research.
For the dental hygienist I saw yesterday, very cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you ask her out?
No, I'm a 39-year-old gross goblin. I'm not asking anybody out.
Why? Wait, how old was she?
I don't know. Not my age. Well, I don't know how old she was. Maybe late 20s.
Late 20s is in your wheelhouse?
Yeah, I know it. Yes, technically it wouldn't be a problem age-wise, but I'm also at the dentist, bro.
Well, maybe just leave your number, right? That's the appropriate way to do
Yeah,
that.
leave it where?
Be like,
leave it where?
hey, kid, thanks for cleaning my teeth.
Yeah.
You got my number on file, I believe.
Yeah, let's brainstorm this a little bit. Let's say you hit that dental chair, right? And you're thinking, how do I secretly reveal that I wouldn't mind if we went and got coffee? Where are you putting that number?
Well,
In your fucking incisors?
you go in and be like, dude, I got something in my back left upper molar that's really been bothering me. You just tuck a little folded up piece of paper in there.
Yeah, but you gotta find ink that's not going to bleed when it gets wet.
Well, maybe you like put it in wrap it in some sort of plastic so it doesn't.
Wolf brings up another point. How are you? It's like you can't even talk to them. You know, they're
Well,
always in your mouth.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you have to find an opportunity before or after, right? I mean, it's not like you.
Yeah, but you can't do it before. That's the time for the stupid small talk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could listen. Love finds a way.
I agree, but my name isn't Love. I'm Stas.
Oh yeah.
It's just not happening. I've accepted that, and I can just look and admire from afar or from below when she's hovering over me in my fucking gums.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very compromising position for sure.
Okay, here's another hot take that maybe it might be that hot.
Yeah, the first one wasn't hot at all.
Low-key like the dentist. I like going to the doctor or the dentist or whatnot.
What? That is very hot.
Barber.
That is a super hot take. You're weird. The barber, yeah.
I've always had a thing for human contact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the goblin likes to be interacted with.
Yeah, it's not sexual in any way. It's just like I like touch. You know. I don't know. I always liked it. That's why I like the dentist and whatnot.
That's interesting. I know what you're talking about with like getting your hair done. Like I love having my hair like played with and like so going and getting your hair cut is kind of like getting your hair played with or whatever. Or like having someone like shampoo your scalp, dude. That feels good. Like a little head massage.
Yeah, it's just human touch that you're not.
It's affection.
Really get a lot of. Yeah,
it's kind of affection, right?
It's not really affection.
I mean,
I wouldn't call it that.
Well, okay. How do you?
There's a casualness to it because it's so commonplace in those visits that it's like I don't know.
But hold on.
Kind of liked it.
There is. Maybe affection isn't the right word. I don't really know the formal definition, but it's something in that direction because it's like it's someone physically touching you to take care of you. They are taking care of you, which is like, I mean, I know it's in a professional, like a quote unquote professional environment, but there's still something there about it being like someone caring for you and touching you.
Yeah, it's positive touch.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't have to be sexual, but it can be
I was
affectionate.
into positive touch. It's not affectionate. I wouldn't call it that.
Well, what is
But
affectionate? How would you define that?
I don't know. Affection has an emotion behind it. I mean, the hygienist isn't cleaning my teeth because she cares about me, right?
Or you're saying it's too
She
corporate?
cares abstractly about, like, she may care abstractly about, dental health, right?
Yeah, but she's caring
But
about
she's not
your
like,
dental
"Man,
health.
I can't wait to get in there and clean Stas's mouth," right?
Well,
Part of that, it's not why she's there.
yes and no, because I mean it depends on the person, because there's definitely especially when you go to like a hairdresser, if you get a regular, if you become a regular at like a salon, like
Yes, I
it's
no, no,
more
no, I
personal.
understand that. Yes, but it doesn't start that way, right? They didn't become a hairdresser because they wanna do your hair.
Yeah, of course not.
So, yes, it has to be more personal from the start. That's what affection is. I don't know. It's a different kind of experience
Affection is more
altogether.
personal. I mean, yeah, it is more. I mean, I know what you're saying, because there is a business formality or whatever, but those kinds.
It's not even because it's a business.
That's exactly why it is. What?
No, it's not because no, it's not because it's a business. It's because I, it's it's impersonal, right?
Bro, how can
Not
it?
it's not that it maybe not so much as it's personal is that it's impersonal.
What do you mean by that? I don't. How is someone massaging my scalp
It's that
impersonal?
it's that they're going to massage anybody's scalp. They're not doing it for you, right? They're not doing it specifically for you. They're doing it for whoever.
Yeah, yes
But
and no,
it's
but there's
still
still a
nice
relationship
anyway.
forms. For maybe not for all these professions,
Yes,
but like for.
it's friendly, but I wouldn't call that affectionate. You're
Wow,
not that kind of touch isn't affection is showing someone your feelings towards them, right?
is that what it is?
But that's not what you're doing when you're cleaning
Is that what
someone's teeth.
affection is? Is you showing your feelings towards them?
I mean, I think I think that would be a part of it.
Yeah, maybe. I can't really. I can't really disagree. I think. Can you be affectionate to someone that you don't have feelings for? Probably not, huh?
Any feelings? No. Well, no. I
There's
mean, you could
some sort
fake
of
it.
feelings, right? Because you
I
can
mean,
be
it's like, what are you
affectionate
doing
with
it?
like, your parents or your child, right? Your siblings.
Okay, yeah. We're talking about real feelings, though.
Well, I was just saying it can be. It doesn't have to be romantic feelings.
Well, yeah, we were never talking about romantic
Well,
feelings.
that's why my brain was okay, bitch.
Yeah, you're always thinking about romance. I know we're only a day out from Valentine's Day, but you gotta rein it in, bro.
You act like you're
Was
not
it a
thinking
tough
about
time for
romance
you?
once in a while.
Were you a little sad on Valentine's Day being a single man?
No, I'm strong like bull. I'm a man in the 21st century, Stas. I don't need a woman. I'm a strong, independent man.
I don't need one either. Obviously, I made it to 39, but um,
So you were depressed.
if you want one,
Uh,
it's okay.
do
It's
you
okay to want.
did you ask if I wanted one? I
Do you
don't
want one?
know, but the thing is, here's the thing. I've never had that issue where I was like, I've never felt like sad or lonely on Valentine's Day all the years that I've never had like a girlfriend for those years.
Oh shit!
What?
Is this where I tell my Valentine's story?
Do you? Yes, you do. Yes. What Valentine's story?
I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, here it is. Sad Valentine's story.
Nice.
Okay, picture it. 1999,
Oh my
maybe,
God. What are you like
maybe the
16?
year 2000. I'm in high school. I'm a junior. Okay, we're gonna dial it back a few months. All right, we're gonna go to Spirit Week High School, where everyone, where every day is a different theme or whatever, and everyone comes up dressed up wild, right?
Is Spirit
There's
Week
a
a normal
decades.
thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It isn't around here. Anyway, one day's Decades Day, where if you're a freshman, you dress like you're from the 50s. Sophomores from the 60s. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
and then there was a pajama day where you show up in pajamas.
Oh yeah, we had
Okay,
that.
so I showed up in pajamas, right? And I went. I had those slippers that were like, those huge slippers that were in the shape of shit. And and mine were in the shape of gorilla heads, and you put your feet in the mouth of the gorilla head.
That sounds good.
And yeah, and I brought a stuffed animal, and it was a stuffed rabbit. His name was Timmy, and I've had him since I was 3 years old. Okay,
Okay.
and I brought them there. I brought him there, and these two girls who were in my class, they go wild over Timmy, right, the rabbit.
This rabbit you had
And
since when?
since I was 3.
Wow.
So anyway, their main comment about me though was during pajama day was, everyone else looks like they dressed up. You look like you rolled out of bed. It's like, okay, thank you. I don't know. What do you want? Like that was the idea, but fine.
But also,
Whatever.
who the hell is dressing up for pajama days? That's
I
that's
don't
the
know
point of
because it's
pajama
like,
day.
yeah, I know, but they went. People go the extra mile. Anyway, anyway, let's fast forward to Valentine's Day, right? And leading up to Valentine's Day, you can buy a carnation and send it with a note, and you can send it to somebody on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
right? And they would get delivered to their homeroom, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Classic.
Yeah. So, Valentine's Day rolls around. I'm not expecting one, obviously. I wasn't a
You were you at
incredibly
17.
popular gentleman yeah, I was me at 17 years old. Thank you for putting it so bluntly. But anyway, I'm sitting there in homeroom, and lo and behold, my name gets called.
Shit.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? And it's like my butterflies are going off in my stomach. I'm
Yeah.
fuck. I'm like, man, I've arrived.
Did
You
you
know what I mean?
blush?
I'm
Are your face
excited.
red?
I don't know what happened, but I went up and I got my little carnation with the note on it, and I sat the fuck back down, right? And I'm like, shit, who the fuck is this from?
Feeling real good about yourself.
Yeah, feeling kind of good. So I opened it up, and I'm so immediately heartbroken because it's not addressed to me. It's
What?
addressed to Timmy, the stuffed rabbit. They had loved those two stupid girls had loved that rabbit so much they sent him a carnation,
Bro, no shot.
and they addressed it to Timmy and said some stupid shit, right? And it's like, why did you do that to me?
I'm gonna throw it out there though. One of those girls liked you
Yeah, maybe,
for
but
sure.
I would have never known.
For sure, one of those girls liked you. Oh, listen. People can be obsessed. I don't. You can like a fucking stuffed animal so much, but if they're remembering the stuffed animal months later and sending a rose to quote unquote it through you,
I get it. No, I get it.
one of those
But
girls was crushing on you,
it
bro.
was both of them, and there was no other indications that either of them had any interest. You know what I'm saying?
And how did you follow up?
How did I follow up? I don't know how I followed up. It was probably something along the lines of, "Really?"
Wait,
The
no,
animal? I got excited.
no, but you should have been. It was a rightful excitement. They were. It was still to you. It was just like their probably safe way of doing it.
I don't think it was, man.
You
Because
think
it
they
was
genuinely
both of
bought a
them.
flower
It
for your
was like
fucking stuffed animal?
it was. They were both. It was a joke from two people.
Maybe they wanted a threesome, Stas.
Don't be gross.
Oh yeah, that's the gross part. You bungled. You bungled that opportunity.
No, I did not. I did not fumble the bag. There
You
was no
fumbled the
bag.
shit out of that bag, bro.
Hell no.
And you know what? You Sigma mailed them. They were like throwing themselves at you, and you just walked away and
No,
didn't give
there
a
was no
shit.
throwing. Nobody. You think that you're throwing, but you're thrown.
Dude, I can't listen.
Damn.
Here's the
I
thing.
just heard that song today.
You psyched yourself out. You're like, oh shit, it's not for me, it's for my stuffed animal. And they probably were using it as a scapegoat to send it to you. And you
Dude,
just didn't follow up.
you know what? I've had this theory put forth before, but it just wasn't like that.
But the evidence just doesn't amount to that.
There was nothing. There was no other evidence to support your idea that one of them was into me. All right.
The evidence is that you got a
I never
fucking
even went to either
flower.
of my proms. I can tell you the movies I saw on my junior prom and my senior prom because I went to the movies instead.
Yes, because you fumbled the bag.
No, there was no bag fumbling, bro.
Did you
Telling
did
you.
you approach? Did you talk to either of them after you got the flower?
I was so disappointed. You have to understand me in the moment.
I know
I was
you
so
psyched yourself
psyched
out of the
for
opportunity.
Valentine's, you know? And it's like I then to just realize they weren't writing it to me, it was so like I thought I thought someone was into me. I
They
thought I had a
were.
admirer.
They
and I
were,
didn't.
dude. You literally psyched yourself out of the opportunity.
No, I don't agree. You just don't. You weren't there.
Chat. I don't. Just based on the information alone. Fumbled the bag. What were these chicks' names?
One was Valerie.
Oh, she was probably hot too. Valerie?
No,
With a name like
I
that?
mean, I can't. I'm not. These are real people. I'm not gonna. She was fine,
She was modest.
and the other one was Nicole.
Which one did you like?
I didn't really like either of them.
Oh, the truth comes out. So it's not that they weren't targeting you. You just think of a shit about them.
I know we were friends. We all were in the same circle, but it was like I don't know. We didn't have that kind of relationship ish
Yeah,
thing.
you
I
didn't.
don't know.
One of them was looking and tried to drop in some subtle hints. Hey, oh my God, I love your fucking Timmy. Oh,
I don't-
3 months
I
later, I'm
can't-
still into you. Let me
can't
send
get
you a
across to
flower.
you- I can't get across to you how wild they went over this stupid stuffed animal because Timmy, I'm going to throw it out here. Timmy was adorable because he's a stuffed rabbit who's wearing jeans and a jean vest.
You think this
Okay.
is a 17-year-old girl's first time seeing
He's
fucking
back in
stuffed
denim,
animals?
bro.
Huh?
He's what?
You think this was two 17-year-old girls' first time seeing stuffed animals? Listen, Timmy, I'm
Okay,
sure was
listen.
very special to you, but he's not a fucking unique.
Nobody involved in this scenario was very popular. All right, we were the nerdy, frumpy, plain looking people group. Okay,
All the more reason that they were totally into you.
I
Look at
don't- I
Chad
just don't
agrees.
believe it.
Chad agrees. You fumbled the bag, bro.
These are your people, okay?
These are my people. Fine.
They're
Is
gonna
your
be your-
where's your cousin in on this? Or what, who do you have here? I know you have someone that. Where's Bolt
I
Boy?
don't know.
I bet you Bolt Boy would side with me. Have you told Bolt Boy this story?
I'm sure this is one of my stories. I'm sure he's heard it. None of my people are here today.
You and Valerie could have 3 kids by now, already out the house.
I don't know what happened to Valerie. I know Nicole is a teacher, and well, at some point she was a teacher in the city, but I don't know what else.
You
I don't
and
know.
Nicole could have been saving children's lives across America.
I already did save. I did. I did save a child's life in North America. His name was Sez.
You didn't save me. I'm still fucked. You didn't
I
save
did
shit.
my job at the time. Okay, anything that happened afterward is your responsibility.
Brought me
I
back
saved you
home
from a
safe.
Canadian gulag.
The Canadian gulag.
The funny part is they just would have sent you home. They just would have sent you.
Yeah,
to
they would have been
America.
like, you need to leave the country, sir.
Yeah.
Do you have transportation? Okay, we'll pay for it. Get out of my country. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So where's Timmy now?
That's my only real Valentine's story. It was such a disappointment.
Where's Timmy now?
You ask me, where's Timmy now?
Yeah, you still got him?
He's I don't think he's here physically. He's in storage probably.
Wow.
Where most of my stuff is in storage.
Yeah. All of a sudden he gets the flower, and you're like, "All right, buddy, you're still in a
But
little too
in
much of
my
my
youth-
thunder."
In my youth, I used to take him on God, I'm a loser. I used to take him on vacation. I would put him in my backpack or whatever.
How
Like I
old?
wouldn't
How
take
old
him
were you?
out. You know, even well into my teens, I'd take him on vacations. You know, let Timmy see the world.
I don't think that's. I don't think it's that strange. I mean, I wouldn't advertise that to potential partners right out the gate, but it's not that weird.
Yeah, you just actually, I don't know if that's true because the weirdest shit I ever told a girl got me a date. So I mean, I don't really understand human interaction, I suppose.
That's true. You're probably, you're probably on the spectrum.
Shut up. I mean, I probably am, but even by normal standards, even
it's
by what is it?
it's a spectrum, Stas. Everyone's on it.
Yes, I know, but even by
Standards, normal,
what is the standards? Something not heteronormative. What
uh,
normative?
cognitive.
I don't know. Anyway, neurotypical. Even by neurotypical standards,
There you go.
it's a weird, right?
Um,
I'm sure I'm almost positive I told the story of me shitting my pants at the airport on this stream, right?
I don't.
That was like one of the first episodes.
It,
Wasn't that the preseason?
it must have been. It must have
Yeah,
been.
that was. But anyway, that story got me a date
With who?
with a woman I met on Tinder. No, it was Bumble. I met her on Bumble when I was living in Cincinnati.
Oh, no shot.
Yeah, she loved it.
Yep, because
She
it's
was
funny. Good for you. How did that date
fucking
go?
cute too. It didn't go great. It was during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, blame it on COVID.
I would have loved a second date because I was super nervous. I mean, we just chatted on her porch or whatever, but
That's cute.
I never got a second date. We
Yeah,
talked for
and
a
then she
while.
gave a flower to Timmy, and you're like, she doesn't like me. And then
I
sh-
showed I mean, I definitely screenshotted her Timmy.
you showed her a picture of Timmy.
Yeah, she liked it. That's what I'm saying. It was so weird because she liked all the things you just never really think you're going to tell somebody, you know?
Yeah. So what? How'd you bungle? How'd you bungle that one?
Um I don't know. I got to be honest with you. We talked a lot, you know. We would like chat even after the date. She would still text me and we would, talk about all kinds of stuff. But then she slowed down for, and this was like a month after.
Well, were you
And
making a move?
no, yeah, I absolutely was. I'm like, "Hey," I tried to set up a second date. She's
Okay.
like, "Well," she put it off. So I'm like, "Okay, we'll just keep talking for now." And then after about a month, I'm like, "Hey, I'm interested in you. I notice, you're not really responding as much as you used to, and I'd love to take you out for a second date." And she's like, "Thanks, but, I'll call you."
Oh, so she kind of brushed you off.
Yeah.
Damn, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
She didn't deserve you anyways, or Timmy.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now? You on?
I'm crying every night into my pillow.
I mean, are you still on any? Are you on Tinder? Are you swiping?
No, we already had this discussion.
Well, I
I'm
don't know.
not.
Things change. Things change,
It was like 3 weeks ago.
bro. That's almost a month. That definitely could have changed.
No. No,
Well, I wish it had for you,
not
buddy.
yet.
You just like,
Yeah, we're gonna get on. It's gonna be another topic of discussion because it's gonna be a nightmare and it's gonna ruin whatever self-esteem I have
wait,
left.
Stas. What if we swipe on Tinder on the pod?
We talked about this too. What is wrong with your memory?
Yeah, but what if we do it though?
We're not showing women's pictures on publicly, even to 11 people. Would feel weird about that.
Is there a moral problem there? Is there ethical problem there?
I would think so. It's like I don't know. I just it just doesn't feel right to showcase people's they're not intimate pictures, but like show those romantic. I don't know. Show those pictures.
But I mean, the thing is, they are meant to. It's a public profile where they want people to, not necessarily in this way, but they want people to look at
Yes,
them,
I
right?
know, but but people are basically looking at the screen judging them, and they only want one
That's,
person to judge them, whoever's doing the swiping.
I guess, I don't know. I know what you're saying, but I don't.
I mean, I'm fine with it in a private conversation. We did that on Hinge or whatever. Remember, like
Yeah,
a year ago or whatever. It
it
was
had been
me,
longer than that.
you, Moon, or somebody else maybe.
Yeah.
And that was fine. It was fun. It's fun to something to do with your friends, but not something to showcase on a public show.
So it's okay in private, but not in public.
Correct.
Hmm.
That is correct.
That is correct. Let me ask you this, Stas. How glad are you
Okay.
not to be in Ohio right now?
Pretty fucking glad. Oh, because of the exposure?
Yeah.
I don't know how close it was to where I was, so I don't. Who knows?
Well, I was looking at like the quote unquote affected areas or whatever because it got like it's in the air, it's gotten in the water and shit like that, and it is like huge. Like it's touching the tip of New York. It's going down into like Tennessee and Kentucky, West Virginia. Like it's
Mountain Mama,
yeah, I fucking love that song.
take me home.
But that's crazy to me.
We should do a karaoke night
Oh, should we?
on the pod. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that, Stas. Trying to get
Oh.
DMCA'd. You
know
you
what?
trying to run this bitch into the
Sorry,
ground before it gets off the
sometimes
ground?
recording industry prevents us from having fun.
Tennessee, huh? Yeah, that's what it's Sid.
Tennessee, Tennessee, Tennessee. You know that one? Take me to another world.
I don't
Take me
think
to
so.
another land.
Yeah, because I think it got into the water system, or they're finding that it's leaked into the water a bit or whatever, and so pretty much everything downstream. I think it, like, I mean, I don't know, like this. Don't get super panicked. Like this is just like little excerpts that I've read. Like, I'm not trying to like fearmonger here. I don't know the extent of it, but it doesn't look great.
Herc, I'm just looking for a real one.
I'll tell you what he wants. I'll tell you exactly what he wants.
Do I want? Tell me. Okay, yeah, please tell me what I want.
He wants a decent looking woman that wants to love and be loved.
Okay.
And you know, that has
decent looking is a weird phrasing, but okay. Yeah, what are we
what's
talking
decent?
about?
If I had to put a number on it, like maybe a 6 or above.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
Someone with good wholesome values. It doesn't have
wholesome values.
Yeah, you want someone that's
I'm not looking for a trad wife.
Not wholesome doesn't mean trad.
I think wholesome. You know, we can be a freak in the sheets.
Yeah, but you still want her to be a wholesome person outside of the sheets. You don't want some degenerate piece of shit. Do you?
Yeah, all degenerates all the time.
Yeah, you want some freak elite.
I'd like for her to have some convictions, right?
Yes.
That's
okay.
all.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Someone with values.
Someone with values,
but it's also wholesome.
Wholesome ones. It's too.
You're conflating.
It's right-leaning rhetoric to
me.
You're
conflating.
You say wholesome. I think wholesome's a dog whistle.
A dog whistle? Stop.
Yeah, it is.
So you won't go with a woman that's wholesome because you think she's right-leaning.
The way you phrase it, yeah.
You're a degenerate.
You know, just someone who has convictions, someone who can do her own thing, some manner of independence. Witty would be great.
Wait, shut up, Stas. Shut up.
Sorry.
How about a mid-30s college teacher that was previously a librarian? That sounds like a great start.
Yeah.
Tell us more, Herc. Herc's in Massachusetts.
Yeah, the woman who I got that date with, she was a math professor.
Oh, I think you told me about her a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bummer, man. They live in Texas, though, so that could be tough. She's Republican. Get her out. Not for Stas.
It depends. I mean, you get into a city.
Okay, is she from Austin?
They're not a monolith.
Is she from Austin? Austin's like, that's it. That's all you got.
No. The big cities have liberal parts to them.
I mean, yeah,
Houston, Dallas.
Generally not.
I mean, they're
blue for sure. Okay, good. Okay, good. What else you got? What's her first name? Give us a first name.
Set it up, Herc.
Are we doing Asian?
Oh my God.
you're hitting the jackpot for Stas right now.
Don't build me up here.
Is she tall?
That's a good thing, but I don't care either way. Height doesn't matter to me.
Height doesn't matter, but if she's tall, it's a bonus.
Yeah, that's true.
And likes short men.
Yeah, See, one of the requirements is likes goblins?
Does she like goblins? That's a good
I mean,
question.
because if he doesn't like goblins, I'm done. I can't be anything but a goblin.
Well, no, but you could be a charming goblin, you know?
I can be under the right circumstances.
Going from obligations to set up Stas with a female. Here's the thing. All right, Stas is
I'm
looking.
game. Let's put it this way. Herc, I'm game, right? But I am always almost game. I'm almost always game. It's the other half that has to be game. You know?
Stas is ready to move to Texas. Would you?
No. Well,
If things worked out?
If I had met somebody in Ohio, I would have stayed.
Yeah, for sure.
But I didn't, so I came back.
I'll let you
Thanks,
know.
Herc.
Oh my gosh, this is super
Thanks for
cute.
hooking it up. What a guy.
This is so cute. Let's bring her on the show.
Yeah, let's bring her on the show. Get her in.
I need to vet her anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna vet.
Yeah. How blue is
What do
she?
you need to make sure of?
How blue is she? I don't need you in an echo chamber. You're already off in fairyland with ACAB shit.
You don't know how far the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, the blue pill goes deep, baby.
Yeah, at least.
Second date before you can say, yeah, that's fair.
I'll go stay with Chixel for a while.
You still talk to Shix?
No.
No. Okay, cool. Isn't he's an optometrist? Is that right?
Yeah, he lives in San Antonio. Last I heard.
San Antonio. Good for him, man. Is that where he always lived?
No.
I
he's
mean,
from
Texas?
Ohio.
Oh, that's right.
He was good friends with Finchy, and they lived in the same part of Ohio.
Finchie's in Ohio?
Yes.
I guess that makes sense. I keep forgetting that you and I were like the only ones not from Ohio in that clan.
Yes. Me and you and Melon were not from
Yeah,
Ohio.
but Mel was like hella close, right?
He was in Pennsylvania. About 3 hours. He was about 3 hours away from both. He wasn't that close.
Oh, that's not bad.
Thanks, Herc.
We hang out on
You're a real one.
Thursdays.
What do you mean we hang out?
Yeah.
You mean on Discord?
Yeah, wait. Who do
You ain't
we
Texas.
do I know this person, Herc? Is this one of the gamers? Oh.
Damn. We have formerly a librarian in common. Isn't that sweet? That's cool.
It's a good start, man. She's sort of games. Oh, that's great, dude. That's perfect. That means she's just a little gamer enough that like you can relate to her. Yeah, you can relate, but like she's not enabling your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your Breath of the Wild, cool. Puzzle games? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
This might be the chick, Stas.
You're giving me hope here, Herky. The more you say, so maybe hush it up right now.
Yeah, lock it up, dude.
Yeah, lock it up because you can't be talking about puzzle games. I have to flex on her with my fucking puzzle pirates.
What if she knew? What if she? Do you have people from Puzzle Pirates you know, Stas? Like that you were whatever, not know now, but like regulars that you get on.
No, I never made any friends.
Yeah, that's the question. Did you make any friends?
No, I didn't make any friends.
Good. That's unfortunate.
It was my Puzzle Pirates experience is a
cog in the.
I don't want to call it a period of my life because that's negative. But it was a section of my life that I'm just. Every time I think about it, I get happy. It's such a good.
Yeah, very nostalgic.
Yeah, I was up till 5 a.m. doing sea monster hunts.
Just bilging
and carpentry. Damn.
I can't believe there hasn't been like a
spiritual sequel.
I just feel like it doesn't even have to be pirates, right? Just a puzzle game like that, like an MMO puzzle game of some sort. I feel like that could
Yeah,
it's niche, but there's a crowd for it.
Sometime in the future.
Well, I'm here, says, what you looking for?
Maybe Herc's got something for you too.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
He'll take anything.
Desperate times, my man.
True. That's not true. What I will say is just the small bits I know about your dating history. You've got some variety under your belt.
Yeah, I'm a whore.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, figuratively.
I would say, let me see. Let me tell you, Herc. Let me tell you what says wants.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, yeah.
what's he looking for? Um, Politically middle of the road to right leaning, probably is in his wheelhouse.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. Looks not a huge priority for him. You know, it takes care of herself as a dog whistle, but like, you know, normal looking. Let's see.
Takes
No, no,
care of
we don't.
herself.
He doesn't need right. He's already right leaning enough, but he's not going as left as I am, which admittedly is far right. But I don't think Says is going like AOC left. He's not even going that
Don't give
far.
me AOC. Don't give
Yeah,
me like a raving
it needs to
mega.
be right of AOC.
And
Maybe a Pelosi style.
it just made me think of dating Pelosi.
Like normal looking. Okay, I, people take this word as an insult, but I do not mean it that way. Plain is fine.
Well, you
Okay?
know what's
Plain
interesting
looking.
is when you
Because
say someone looks average, it's like an insult, right? If someone say
yes,
someone's average looking, it's an insult. But if you say like I don't know, it's average. That's I don't know. Like that's
right.
I
It
guess.
doesn't offend you. It doesn't bother you. The thing
But a
is
lot of
that what
people it
people don't
does.
realize in the modern dating world, what people don't really understand, or they know but they don't really know, is that the more you like someone, the more attractive they become to you,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
So if you really like a quote unquote average looking person, right, or a plain person, they become attractive. You know what I mean? They
100%.
become pretty or handsome or whatever, right? And that's okay. We don't have to be, you know,
You ever look back
Natalie
on
Dormer.
an ex that you were like infatuated with or like you dated for a long time or you're in love with or whatever, and like in the moment you like this chick is a fucking babe, and you look back, you're like kind of mid, kind of just
I
okay.
mean, not a person I had a relationship with.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. Knox knows what I'm talking about.
But yeah, no, I absolutely understand the sentiment. Yeah.
But it's crazy. I mean, it's very true. Like when you get the feelings for people, they physically become
Funny
more
story.
attractive.
So, one of the guys we used to be in a Counter Strike clan with, he got married. His name was Magic, and I went to his wedding, and it was in northern Kentucky, which is basically southern Ohio, because that's where everybody in this clan was from.
Yeah.
And I get there, and one of our other clan members, his name was Bill Dude.
Oh, I
Remember
forgot
Bill
about Bill
Dude?
Dude. Yeah.
Anyway, he brought his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was a librarian at the time, right? And I met her, and I couldn't help but think, like, at the time that I met her, like, man, this girl's fucking cute. Right? I'm like, damn, Bill Dude, nice work. You know what
Nice
I mean?
pull, Bill.
Nice job, Bill Dude. And Bill Dude is just he's your run of the mill nice guy, you know.
He's he.
There's nothing special.
I remember him being plain.
The thing about Bill Dude is, remember, I think the biggest thing I remember is that, like, whenever we talked about his ability to play Counter Strike, we're like, Bill Dude's a nice guy.
He was very
tries.
nice. He was
He
very
tries.
nice.
He just wasn't that good. But anyway, I remember, like, man, she is cute. And then months after, we see pictures of, like, the days leading up to the wedding where I was there.
Yeah.
And I had been telling our other friends, like, man, this Bill Dude's girlfriend was cute as hell. Right. And they found pictures and they're like, are you talking about this girl? And it was like, wait a minute.
Wait, is this the same girl?
I feel bad even telling that story because it's because it's like people shouldn't feel bad about not looking beautiful. I'm a goblin. I had to make my peace with that. It's not
Right, but
not trying to insult anybody.
it's not. Well, it's yeah. I know what you're saying. It's not like you're going around and be like this ugly bitch, right? It's like you're just telling a story about how your perspective was. You got catfished,
Yeah.
but like reverse catfished.
I don't know.
It's like you got reverse
in the
catfished.
moment, I don't know. She gets.
But there's also this to consider. Some people are not good. Like some people are just not photogenic. They're like very.
Yeah. Who do you know who's that?
Is it you?
It's you and me. It's both of us.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Don't you remember the whole
Oh yeah.
experience?
Yeah. Oh shit. Knocked over my water
No,
bottle.
I completely
That's scary.
understand not being photogenic.
Yeah, but I mean, then you can look. You can find a good looking person in person, and then all of a sudden you take a picture, or like you see them in pictures, like, what the hell's going on here? This is not what they look like.
Yeah, that's also true. But I wasn't around her enough to get a good sense of, oh, this is what she looks like, not this.
Sure, but you're gushing. You're skeeving
I
on
was a
your
little
boy's
taken.
girl.
I was taken with her a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay.
That's very. Thou
I
shalt
was
not
thinking,
covet
I was
thy
basically
clansman.
no, I wasn't. I didn't want Bill Dude's girlfriend, but I was because I was still in library school at the time, and she was an actual librarian.
Oh
I'm like,
shit.
damn. I hope whatever
See, that might have
library
been
I worked at. I hope
that might have been part
someone
of
like
the.
that's there.
Yeah, that might have been part of the effect, though, right? She's kind of where you want to get to, a certain.
Yeah. After we're done here. Go ahead and tune into Lana's stream where he will chug beer
Are you, yeah.
and play. I'm guessing play either Apex or League.
Wait, Miss Merc, is it your birthday today?
Dang.
That can't be. Is that?
Is it? We
What
got
the
a birthday
fuck?
on our hands?
Well, happy birthday, Miss Merc. Why am I finding this out live?
I don't know.
Why you?
Yeah, happy birthday, Miss Merc. Well, you would know more than I would, right?
I guess. I
Wow,
guess I'm
way
a.
to-
I guess I'm.
way to be insulting.
I get what?
I'm not chatting with Miss Merc.
I
Well, I
don't.
wouldn't be opposed to it, but that's the way she goes.
That's oh yeah, blame it on her. She offered a flower for Timmy, bro. You were like, oh, you fucking like Timmy more than me? He's going in the locker.
All right. Well, Miss Merck's an unspecified amount of years old today, and we wish her all the
29.
best.
She's 29.
Oh, she's 29. Nice.
Does
So that's
age
good.
matter? Says, wait, Herc's really out here.
Yeah, he's doing the work.
Herc
Don't
work.
feel obligated, Herc, or you're not going to want to do it anymore. I Merc, everybody realized that 29 was not real, but we don't have to say again.
We're gonna gloss
We know what
over
you're
that
saying.
one. We're glossing over it.
Okay. Says he needs something under 37.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds good.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay. I'm recommending over 24.
Okay.
You don't need a woman who just learned how to drink. Okay.
I really don't. You're not wrong on any level.
Yeah, Herc's got some peeps.
I mean, I'll be
Well,
honest.
indeed.
24 is like, that's getting pretty low.
Oh, you're only in your mid 30s. It's not the worst thing you've
It's
ever
not
heard
the
of.
worst, but like, I guess I'm, no Leo.
Yeah. Well, no one is here. Okay.
Just pop in mind that I knew some singles. Herc, I mean, how many? I don't know. Herc's a social butterfly, I guess. Just has people.
Wouldn't it be funny if we had a poll?
Oh shit!
Hottest member of the community.
Hold on, Lana just gave us 500 bits. Happy birthday, Miss Merc.
It's a strange present for Miss Merc to give you money, but nice.
I'll take
Good for
that.
you.
Lana, thank you for supporting the stream. Miss Merc, thank you for being a reason to support the
Hope your
stream.
birthday turns out well. Maybe say something inappropriate to that server that's not yours but is cute. Just throw it out there.
Yeah, shoot your shot.
I feel like women can definitely get away with saying inappropriate things more so than men.
Oh,
And that's fine.
100%.
And that's fine. Just throw it out there.
But well, that 100%. Because here's how you know that to be true, right? Most women, the vast majority of women, I'm sweeping generalization here.
Hot take. Flash on the
I don't
screen.
think this is a hot take because I think you're gonna agree with me. Most women are not interested in receiving unsolicited dick pics.
Okay, yeah, obviously.
Most dudes are probably down to get some unsolicited titty pics,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
I think that kind of exemplifies
Yeah,
the
but the thing is that
dichotomy.
boobs are they're
Yeah, they're prettier
they're
than penis.
they're objectified in modern society, right? Like everybody adores boobs,
Yeah,
right? And they're the life giving. They're the life giver. They're like boobs go way back.
yeah,
Evolution wise, we love boobs, right?
yeah.
But no one loves dicks like that.
Yeah, because dicks are like little battering rams of like, you know, masculinity and patriarchy, and but then
No, you
you
see,
have
you're
the
really trying to turn it here, right?
well, but that's
They're
kind
ugly.
of the
They're
perception.
nothing wonderful to look at.
Well, not for
You
you
know
because
what? Dicks are
you're not
dicks are about
gay.
utility. They're about what they can do for you, right? I
Oh,
don't they're not pretty. They're not pretty appendages.
okay, I see what you're saying. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't find them pretty, but I think there are women who do.
Mm,
I only like hot women's unsolicited breasts. No offense to any uggos. Herc. Why are you putting Herc in there, bro?
well, Herc's not going to do any work for you.
Let's see what's going on in the former college circle, 27 to 28-year-olds. Damn, okay.
Wow. Good on you.
What a hero. I bet you, I'm going to tell you right now, they're all out of my league. The fact that they're
Well,
former college circle, they're already
everybody
probably out of my league. You're going to tell them that I do
Oh,
art and
yeah,
a show with
I'm
Stas?
sorry, Herc. He has one major requirement: zero expectations. Oh no! Oh God, it's sad, right? Because here's the real deal. We're I let me I mean everything I say about you can almost exclusive can almost be certainly be said about me, okay?
Sure.
However,
Not this one.
in a dating mindset, okay? From a woman standpoint, you're in your mid 30s, right?
That's
So,
correct.
let's say a woman is in her late 20s to mid 30s,
Yeah.
maybe even late 30s, right? They come to the dating table with certain expectations that you have no hope of meeting within the next year, maybe, right?
For
It's
sure.
like you don't have any prospects. You run your own business, which pays your rent, but you're not much more,
Well,
right?
yeah, I'm not
You're
affording
not,
a
yes,
Tesla
you're
anytime
not
soon.
putting money away for the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You get by. You're not okay. So the one thing you do have going for you is that you're not a liability, right? You can
Happy
take care
wait,
of
hold on.
yourself.
Happy birthday, Miss Merck. Thank you for 500 more biddies, Lana. Someone clip
And
this and show my future prospects that I got $10 in one stream.
yeah, and so the issue is that you're just on paper. You're a hard sell. You're a very hard sell.
Yeah, but then once they meet me, they realize that I'm average looking and mid personality.
Yeah, I feel like people who can get away with living in your situation are incredibly hot. You know what I mean?
Wait. Oh
Like
yeah.
people who
Yeah,
can
typically they have
get
something.
dates
Yeah,
with your,
they're
you
coasting.
know, yeah, they're really good looking, and so people are going to be willing to ignore everything else going on, right?
Wait, bits are twice as much as you pay for them?
Damn,
That can't be. Are you doing it on your phone?
that's real.
He's got to be doing it on his phone. That's always a
He's the
scam.
bit leader, bro.
Well, I mean, it's a small,
Hey, man, Lana's
it's
rolling
a
in
short
it. Who
list.
cares?
That's true. Hey, we appreciate that. We appreciate that, Lana. What the hell? Mobile is double? I mean, it's not double,
Yeah, it's not double, but it's
but it's a lot
close,
more.
right?
It's a lot more because Apple
It's like
and
25% more. It's like 25% markup on PC, right? Or like not mobile.
it is for me. It might be on app. Are you on Apple? Do you have an Apple phone? Even subs more? Yeah, everything's more because the fucking phones want their cut too.
Yeah, mobile is trash.
It is. 2 drinks is making me think I shouldn't.
Live
Yeah,
it
just hang
up,
out with
Miss
us.
Merc. Live it up.
Or
Be
live
safe,
it up.
but also be safe. You know.
That's very conflicting information because very often the adventure is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, but you got to know your limits. She's 29 now. She can be making
She's 29 now.
level-headed decisions.
I got scammed, yeah. 500 bits is $9.99. What the fuck? You did get scammed. It's my party tomorrow night. Oh, then yeah, save yourself. Yeah, you can save yourself for the big party. I suppose is tomorrow the comedy club? Miss Merc likes the frequent comedy clubs on Thursday.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I love. You know what? I've only been to stand-up shows a few times in my life, but I've enjoyed my experiences there.
I went one time to like this little tiny place in around here or whatever. It's not even like a comedy club. It's like a restaurant that has a stage and sometimes they get comedians or whatever, right?
Yeah. That reminds me. I should have got tickets. You know who Stavros
Oh yeah.
is?
Oh yeah. Stavros is
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
coming to Buffalo, I think later this month. I should check if he's sold out or not.
Yeah, he is funny shit. And he's just exploded over the past year or so.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
His crowd work, like the clips I watched, okay. No offense to Stavros, all right? But I watched some of his like routine and I'm like, meh. But every single one of his clips where he's like doing crowd work, fucking top tier hilarious.
I liked the stand up. I think his crowd work was better, but I liked the
I
stand up.
mean, it wasn't bad, but his crowd work is definitely where he shines.
He has some good videos. His podcast was decent. He puts out these like TikToks of during the football season, he would put out TikToks of like some character. I think his name was Ronnie or something,
What?
who like loved the Ravens because he's from Baltimore.
Oh,
And so after every Ravens game, he would come on and make a TikTok about how the Ravens performed, and he would do like a real heavy Baltimore accent.
that's funny.
That shit was hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, that's on the sex. One of the games we will play is Sex with Merc is like, and then we'll fill it in with suggestions from the audience. That's I don't like too much focus.
Wait
on
a
me.
second. Well, what are you, a celebrity, Miss Merc? At this, where you're going? How many people are at this party?
She's a regular, bro. The people know her. People talk about her.
Dang, sounds wild.
Her apartment's made of mahogany. She has many leather-bound books.
Is this a reference?
Yeah, Anchorman. Come on.
No, man, I can't do that.
You can't what?
I can't go that deep on Anchorman.
What can you do with Anchorman? You don't like Will Ferrell.
I don't hate him. I just
Don't like him.
he's better in a supporting role.
You're a supporting role, Stas.
Don't I know it? We're on your stream.
Oh, you've embraced it by now. You seek out supporting roles in any video game we play. That is strange, though. I mean, you gotta think you're your own main character in your own story, right?
Well, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
living my life
Yeah.
one day at a time.
Sometimes the healer is the main character, right?
Yeah. I also play tanks, bro.
What was that? Hacksaw Ridge? That was about a medic, wasn't it?
Is that the one? Is that with the one with
Andrew Garfield?
Andrew Garfield, where he's the pacifist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that about Bolt. I watched that with Bolt. It was good.
I haven't seen it. I think it's based on a true story, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He was a pacifist who went into war without a gun.
That's some wild shit to me, man.
Yeah, and it caused a row. He's basically the cause of why conscientious objectors exist, I believe. And during a huge battle, he was just running in and grabbing people and bringing them back from the front lines.
That he was running into firefights just to save people,
right? Just grabbing people and bringing them back like a fucking G.
Yeah, that's ballsy for sure.
It's a wild story.
Tangled is about a healer,
movie.
sure. Yeah. What is a
House
conscientious
is about a
objector?
healer. Hmm?
What is a conscientious objector exactly?
They're someone willing to join the armed forces but refuses to partake in any violence. They're like they're pacifists.
So how?
Or, you
But
know,
they're still
someone who
gonna.
has
How are they gonna participate in the military like without as a pacifist? Like,
they're
yeah,
gonna be a
he did
medic.
it, but that's like extreme. That's like wild, right?
Yeah, but he did it in World War II of all things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking balls on that guy, huh?
So I mean, you could be a medic, you can be support. You know,
Sure.
troops.
Okay. So by that they just aren't taking arms.
Yeah.
Up arms. Okay. Yeah.
Good luck, Miss Merck. Don't be fucking with any cops.
Oh, you.
Your cop loving days are over. Don't go down that road.
Oh,
That's
you
my Stas. That's
Stas.
my Stas advice.
Fuck the cop.
Do, 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 do.
Suck him off. It's my birthday. Let me blow you.
Well, I don't know. What's the population over there? He's traveling in the same circles.
Yeah, I mean, if he's a cop of the area, he's probably got a wide net.
He's the only.
Yeah,
sheriff.
he's the one cop. It's her birthday, Lana.
One good cop.
Yeah. You wouldn't even enjoy that story.
No, I wouldn't. Well, it's been told 49 bajillion times.
So do you like cop movies and shows or no?
Um,
Like a good old,
I'm
like a
not
good
in love with them.
detective, like.
I don't. I mean, I don't mind a good detective story. You know, like a good, whodunit.
Like, did you
That's-
watch? Well, did you watch True Detectives at all?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
I know it's not.
Starsky and Hutch were
said I don't-
cops.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Anything in it?
Found a wallet. Nothing in it.
Wait, I missed that. I haven't plugged my headset somehow. What the fuck?
I was just doing your line.
Okay, yeah. Kindergarten Cop.
Minetti.
Can it, Minetti?
Kindergarten Cop. Very good.
He's
That's a
right.
good movie.
Those are hand towels. That's a good one, man. It's a good one. I watch that one sometimes. There's a movie that's on HBO that I want to watch. That's a detective movie. I think it's called The Little Things. You ever hear of it?
What? The Little Bits?
The Little Things, I think it's called.
These the Little Bits. Okay.
Is that a song? The Little Bits?
The Little Bits was a cartoon on Nickelodeon. Obviously, not you wouldn't know about it.
Yeah, that's why I'm perplexed.
And it was about these like small creatures, kind of David the Gnome-ish, but not David the Gnome. They're called the Little Bits.
I don't know what David the Gnome is. Is that you?
Oh my God. No. No, David the Gnome it's a fucking classic of a children's cartoon in which David is you know what? That is also a story about a healer because David the Gnome was like a animal doctor. And he was a gnome and he did all these gnome things and he lived in the forest and he healed animals.
Oh, cool.
And he rode a fox and he went on adventures.
It sounds like this guy really speaks to you.
Yeah, he was a good egg.
When you play a video for us, does it go up on the TV? Yes.
Yes.
And better
You
yet,
did already play a video.
yeah.
and-
Better yet, does
yeah.
your head turn as you look at the TV? No, because
That would be cool, but
we
you know
do
what,
not have the
Lana?
technology.
That would require more effort out of Says, right?
No.
And if he was to draw that, it would feel like an obligation, right? And because of that, it's not going to happen, and that's okay. I understand that.
While he's not entirely wrong about that all, also we don't have the technology for that. Like, we'd have to like have more advanced.
You couldn't change a scene.
No, because this is like our characters and like our mouths opening goes through that little fucking API that like is coded on some website.
Oh,
Don't you remember you have to go to a website to like change it? And so there's not like there's not like a toggle.
I remember.
Because you had to do it too.
Did I?
Yes. Wait, hold on. Changing the scene wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, I know what he's saying.
Oh, I guess you could change.
They're thinking you can just change the scene, but well, we can, couldn't we?
You could change the scene and get away with it only because then you wouldn't see our mouths.
Oh, okay, because you'd be showing the back of the head.
Right. That's the only reason you could get away with that. So I guess technically you could, but I'm not fucking changing the scene every. Although then we'd have more room behind us. We wouldn't have the TV always there. We just change the scene and watch a video.
Yeah, that's a possibility. But again, that sounds like work you're not going to do.
It does sound like a lot of work.
And I no, you misheard me. I just said work. You put in a lot, okay? The thing is that any amount of work is almost guaranteed not to get done.
That's true. You could change the scene to zoom in on the TV too. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a lot of things, okay? We could have uploaded these to YouTube.
That's work.
We don't. Yes, that's work.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? Listen, if this grows, if we see growth from here, I can justify putting more effort into it.
What everybody says, growth doesn't come from Twitch. It would have came from YouTube.
What do you mean would have? There's still an option.
It's not happening, and we all know it.
When Lana's back home, we doing Clash practice.
Well, it depends on the day. Tuesdays, all of a sudden I'm sewn up Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Wait, what do you got going on Thursdays?
Thursdays, well, I have the evenings free, but I'm generally home by like 7:30. But I go to my sister's to have dinner.
Oh, Thursdays? That's cute.
Yeah.
More production may cause growth. I agree.
Okay, Thursdays are okay.
Okay, Thursdays are okay. Well, typically Knox and I babysit on Thursdays.
Yeah, I understand that. So weekends, Mondays.
Mondays. I was thinking about resurrecting a board game night for Mondays. I'm trying to stay busy
every day, huh?
I'm trying to stay busy.
Okay, so we're talking about obligations. Have Tuesday or Wednesday started to feel like obligations to you?
I mean, yeah, they feel like obligations. They are obligations. They don't feel. They don't. It doesn't. I don't hate them.
Bad kind, I guess.
I don't hate them yet. It's weird because I view my entire my week is around these 3 days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where I have obligations.
Because these are the days. Those are the only days you have obligations.
Yeah, like hard and true obligations. Yeah. But so then it's like Monday, I'm like, doing whatever. Like maybe I'm working on some art or I'm fucking binging Rengar. And then I'm like, shit, dude. Like, tomorrow's the thing. Like, and also my sleep schedule doesn't help because I wake up at between 11 and sometimes late as 1, right? Usually around noon, right? 11:30 noon. And so when it's Monday night, I'm thinking, okay, I have the podcast tomorrow, and I know when I wake up, I'll have probably 4 or 5 hours to do shit. But it doesn't feel like a ton of time. Like maybe I can start dinner. Realistically, I have a ton of time, right? 4 hours is a lot of time. But in my brain, it's that's not a lot of time. You can't get a ton of shit done. Maybe it's just because I'm a lazy, mismanaged shit fuck or whatever. But
well, I go through that same process when I get off of work because I get off of work at 4, right?
Yeah.
And I'll sit there. I'm like, okay, we got 2 hours till showtime. I can't work on this. I can't work on my poster.
2 hours for the poster? No shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been thinking, well, 'cause we're kind of cycling to the art now, or my brain is.
Sure.
I think that I need to commit time to doing the fundamentals, learning the shit that isn't pretty, isn't fun. I think I talked to you about this before, but it's really kind of sinking in, and it's this painful. It's I saw some guy that there's this guy that does art studies, he does anatomy studies and posts them on Twitter, and I follow him just because I just like seeing his studies and seeing the progress and stuff. And I'm and he says something here I ate my art veggies today, right? And it's kind of this.
He's doing art sit-ups, bro.
Yeah, and I'm fucking A, that's probably what I need to do. And it's instead of struggling on anatomy for 3 hours in the sketch phase, I could do a bunch of upfront work to like learn anatomy, and like yeah, it'll be like 3 hours here, 3 hours there, whatever. But you know you do that for a whole bunch of different aspects, and then you have the knowledge that your sketches could be done in like 30 minutes, right? And you can
That's
actually
true.
draw what you
Okay,
want to draw.
yes, and I love that, and even on paper, I've toyed with that idea as well. The issue is, and I feel like I don't know, for me anyway, is that doing anatomy studies feels excuse me, it feels suspiciously like work. And you put it the fuck off, and it's like, I don't want to do this right now. I just want to fucking load up Silas and go in the jungle.
I agree
You know?
100%. It's suspiciously feels like work.
Yeah, so it's like you know deep down that it would be good for you and your art, and it would actually save you time in the future.
Yeah,
But sitting down and devoting several hours to drawing a leg from different angles so that
yeah.
you know,
But
or like
it's
reading
also
information about how muscles connect from the knee to the groin, you
right.
know.
There's a lot of like there's a lot of unseen work that has to, like, it's not like you just sit there and you just focus on drawing legs for like 3 hours and then you're good. Like you have to like find the content. You have to find some content online that you can follow, or like resources or something, right? You have to like analyze it, right? And this is all stuff that
Sure.
like is mentally exhausting and like takes effort. It's not just like
100%.
yeah. And people think, oh, you just spend a couple hours drawing some legs and you're fine. It's like, no, it's not just a couple hours of drawing legs. It's
Yes, you're studying the legs.
yeah, it's work.
Not just the skin. You're studying how do these, you're studying these weird interactions. Like, okay, what does the leg look like when it's bent over, when
Yeah.
someone's kneeling down? What does the leg look like when it's this? What does this leg look like among different,
But
heights
it
and
would be
different genders and all this other nonsense? And it's a lot.
yeah,
What's the musculature look like for
right.
someone who's muscular, someone who's not, someone who's this? It's like it's wild.
But it would be cool. It would be.
It would be better. Now let me just say,
It could be cool.
better for you if it was a class. Like if you knew you had to attend a class, like you knew this class was like anatomy fundamentals, and you had to go every Tuesday at 8 or whatever. Would that be easier for you? Because it's like, okay, I got to do this. I'm paying for this class.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think that would be like if you asked Young says, probably not, right?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not.
Young says fuck school.
No, not necessarily that. Like I wanted to go to art school, but like I think I still would have like not
Yeah,
appreciated.
Max the Mutt. You wanted to be there.
Yeah. It's funny that you remember that. I think that as I get older, I like you start appreciating the
structure.
And or for me anyways, I appreciate the structure and I understand the relevance of it. It's like not like, don't get me wrong, I love the wild west of the internet and the information, and I can like fucking go everywhere and find all this stuff. But there's this saying that like was it like freedom can make you feel confined or something like that, right?
Sure.
Like when you have too many options, you don't have any focus, and it's just like overwhelming and like feels like impossible, and you just don't do it.
Right.
Having
The analysis paralysis of some sort.
yeah. I do think it would be cool. Maybe it might make it more fun, or more. It might make it feel more justified.
See you later, Kirk. Good luck out there.
See you, buddy.
On our prospective dates.
Yeah. See you, buddy. It might be more fun, or seem more justified and more worthwhile if I streamed learning the anatomy sort of thing.
Sure.
Or like
your learning process that might make it more palatable for you.
Right.
Like
right.
let you commit a little bit more, so you wouldn't start it for 15 minutes and be like, I don't.
Right. And the thing is, maybe I make that the Monday stream, right? Monday at 5:00, I go on and I spend an hour or two on an anatomy study, right?
Sure.
So that's kind of something I've been toying around with in this little brain of mine.
I get it. You want to do it. It just seems like a lot of work, especially up front, because you haven't really started in on it yet. So that makes it more daunting.
I mean, it's not that I just want to do it.
Any studies yet? Have you sat down and done a study in the past?
not like a formal hardcore study like I should. Like I've done, I learned like I watch all sorts of videos about art,
Sure.
but it's usually things that are interesting to me instead
Whatever
of
grabs your attention.
yeah, instead of like or they're specific to something I'm struggling with in that moment. If I'm like,
Okay, let me ask you this.
sure,
What's number one? What's topic number one on your ass?
on my ass,
What's topic number one on your list?
my ass list, for like if I was say I was gonna do a show on anatomy
Yeah.
or a series on anatomy or whatever, um, it would have to be just the face, right? I think that's where you start. I think I think the face is probably my strongest suit, but I obviously
You're gonna start at your strength.
I think it's the strongest suit because it's where like anytime you look at a picture, generally speaking, that's the center of focus, right? You're gonna look at the person's face,
Uh-huh.
and it's just the most important usually, right? There's exceptions or whatever, but
Yeah, I could name a few.
yeah, the boobs. Talking about boobs.
Maybe.
um, I love studying anatomy. I usually find time just before bed.
Don't we all?
Not people with girlfriends, and maybe those two.
They find time too. Don't
Maybe
worry
those
about
two. It's like that episode of that 70s show because I've been watching that lately for my bedtime stories. Where Donna is dating Eric, right? And she finds his Playboys under his bed, and she's like super pissed off and offended, and then she ends up talking about with the other guys, and Kelso's like, dude, I was dating Jackie, banging Eric's or having a secret relationship with Eric's sister and getting some on the side, and I still found time. It's like, do you think that you could have that stamina at this age?
At 18?
No, at your age.
At my age?
Yeah, are you juggling a couple women and jerking it? Or do you think if you got into a serious relationship right now
The thing
that
about masturbation is, I feel like we talk about jerking off every week, but we're fine.
well, it's
The
just
thing about masturbation is that it's not. I don't think that and sex aren't as related as people want it to be. You know, because it's just like, let's take care of this so we can go to bed. You know, whereas sex could be an experience. Like I'm looking to have a good time here. You know,
so wait,
ideally anyway.
wait. So hold on. Is it?
Is it an obligation? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well,
Never
first
an
off,
obligation.
right. So,
Right.
is this like an addiction that you needed to
No.
go to sleep?
But it makes things easier,
It's better to not have it.
especially if it's part of your ritual, right? If you have a nighttime ritual, right, that you like to do that gets you ready for sleep, right? And that's part of it.
And cranking in a
yeah,
bucket
of
is
course
one of
it's
them.
going to be okay, right? And it's like you wouldn't say the ritual is the addiction. It's just the habit that gets you into the mood for sleep.
Well, hold on. Habits and addictions very heavily linked. No.
Yeah, but it's not like you can't, right? You're claiming like you wouldn't be able to do it if you didn't. You wouldn't be able to fall asleep if you didn't do it. You can. It's just harder.
Well, right. I mean, but that's the same thing that alcoholics say, right? They're habitual drinkers and they can quit whenever they want.
Yeah. Okay. What are you trying to say here?
I'm saying you got a jerking off problem. I'm not actually saying that.
Yeah, you're saying drink your milk. Shut up.
I should get a little sound effect from. Now that would be a cute animation if my guy just went and our guys just sipped the straws. Got a little sippy.
Yeah. I mean, the
sippy.
drinks are a little far away, but yeah, that
We
would
could
be cool.
we could rearrange things.
Well, yeah, and also you'd have to redraw your straw.
I'm not. No, you have to redraw it.
Yes, right.
I think I could get the angle maybe. Like I just have to bring my guy's chin out deep, you know?
You have one of those animations where your jaw like goes,
Yeah.
super
I get
far out.
Super underbite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. and then the Roadrunner runs by.
Yeah. That's funny. What else you got? You got anything else to talk about? Let
What else is up there on the?
me see if I wrote anything down. Now that we've kind of
Yeah.
spieled through a lot of the good stuff.
I mean, we're okay. We're also okay to end. We're at 2 hours and 16 minutes. I'm not saying end. You always assume that. I'm
Because
just
you're
saying,
always trying to end, dude.
hey, maybe people got things going on in there for their night. Maybe they got plans.
To jerk off and go to bed?
I mean, if that's their plan, hey man, there's way worse nights they could be having.
That's true.
They could be Miss Merck running away from her ex-boyfriend.
Who has a gun?
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah. And you love him.
A cab. Fuck him.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about?
Masturbation.
No, after that. Damn it, I had something.
After that, you're looking at things you have written down.
No, before that. There was a time and space.
Animation for the drinking.
No. Damn it. What was it?
I mean, I named everything, bro. Miss Merck. I don't know.
Oh, it was masturbation. It was masturbation.
Of course.
Do you yeah, well this is maybe it's called pump and repump, bro.
True.
That's
you're
true.
making a good point here. All right, what's your question?
Have you ever looked into like nofap stuff?
It's I think from what I've been exposed to and seen, it's a lot of like pseudoscience,
Bro
and
science or just
not like there's always the science is all there's always an underlying like usually a religious agenda on top of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like, hey, and I'm fine. I think it's probably healthy, in fact, to take a break. To be like,
Sure.
just to even assess for yourself. Like, let's see what it's like not to, for a while and go from there.
Yeah.
But I'm not quitting, and I don't really see a reason. What are we doing that for?
I saw a lot of like I see some people talk about it that do it, and they talk about like having a different kind of clarity and shit like that.
Well, I mean,
You think that's like horse shit or
post-nut clarity?
what's that?
I mean, people talk about post-nut clarity.
Well, post nut clarity is for sure a
You're getting
thing.
clarity. You're getting clarity either way, apparently.
Yeah, but maybe it's a different kind of clarity, you know?
I mean, I've gone stretches.
Like how
and
long?
probably well over a week.
That's it?
Well, what's holding me back, bro? Like, what is the issue?
I'm not. I'm just saying when I heard it. When you saying you run stretches, I'm thinking like a month.
No, I don't think a month.
Fuck that.
Why? Yeah, but it's like, why would I put myself under that restriction?
Discipline,
Uh,
exercise, and self control.
Do that in other areas?
Do you do you think that if we weren't in a digital age where porn is so readily available that you'd partake as often as you do?
Yeah.
You think it wouldn't be different at all?
Dude, I read erotic fiction. You understand?
That's true. I forgot about that.
I don't need pictures.
What like tell me more about this erotic fiction.
It's been around.
I know it's been around. I'm saying like is this like fanfic or is this stuff you have to buy?
What do you mean fanfic? No, go to a website. You can buy it. They do come in books.
Yeah.
In fact, you could go to your public library and get something pretty goddamn smutty.
Nice.
But most published erotic fiction is geared towards women. So
yeah,
they're like the ones that Harlequin novels or
yeah,
like that.
My grandma loved those.
Miss Merck's a romance novelist. They call them romance novels, but it's not the romance they're reading it for.
Bro, that's
in fact, when I was my aunt was a library clerk at a public library. I don't know if that's relevant. Anyway, she used to read romance novels, and I would, as I mentioned earlier in the podcast, I would go over to my cousin's house all the time, and in their computer room there was a bookshelf, and there was just tons of old romance paperbacks in there, right?
Yeah.
And on a lark, we were just sitting on the computer one day, and on a lark, I just started grabbing one. I grabbed one and just started reading out loud. Like what
Oh
the
yeah.
hell is in these books?
You got a
It's
juicer.
wild, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Immediately.
Yeah.
Right. I opened the book and immediately the shit's like, he was too big. She felt like she was being torn apart.
Oh God.
Her mother warned her. It was like, oh, okay.
Isn't that strange though that like I think there was like a study or something like where like the vast majority of women preferred like erotic literature, right? Like the story or whatever, and the vast majority of males preferred like a visual stimulation.
Sure. And the thing about it is that it's good. You know what I mean? As someone who's literarily minded, who's read a lot, it's
Yeah.
easy for me. It's you're basically working a muscle, right? Your imagination. You
Yeah,
think of your
it's called your
imagination
penis.
muscle. So shut up. So you think of it, So when I read these stories, it's very easy for me to translate that into sort of a mental image, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So that's the exciting part, the situations that people are in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's just like it's telling that generally speaking, males prefer like they don't. That matters a lot less, right? They just want jiggly tits,
Probably, yes.
bouncy ass or
I don't.
whatever.
For me, I like a little setup.
No, yeah, that's. I mean, obviously, that's teach their own. But I'm saying generally speaking, that's how it is, right? And generally speaking, women want that mental stimulation.
I've written some as well, and has read it.
Have I?
Yeah, it was years ago. Yeah, you don't remember that story I wrote? I showed it to you and Jen.
Oh, that was a long time ago. I don't. You'd have to refresh my memory. Maybe I'd remember.
I don't recall much more than that.
I like vaguely remember.
But I've written stories before.
You ever think about doing it as like a side gig?
I don't know if I'm that good,
bro. I've skimmed through a couple of those Harlequin romance novels.
Like a side gig, like there's just so much of it you could find for free. How are you trying to make money off this?
Yeah, and there's also like terabytes. There's like fucking absurd amounts of free porn, and people and OnlyFans stars are still making bank. Like ridiculous bank.
Yeah, I guess. But no, I haven't tried to think. I haven't thought of making it a side gig. I'm not writing from a female perspective either. So
you ever think about doing? Well, maybe maybe they'd like a little.
I'm not going to be writing. So okay, I'm gonna blow some people's minds here. All right.
Can't wait.
There is a genre of books on Amazon called lit RPGs. Okay.
Okay.
They're basically, you know what an isekai is?
No.
Okay, so isekai, lit RPG, they're the same thing. They're basically people who go into video games.
Oh, okay,
they either die and get sent into a video game after they died, or they just go somehow.
Is like there's a My Life as a Slime? Is that one?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. Yeah. Anyway, and basically there's this entire genre on Amazon called lit RPGs, where basically these are all like they're not male power fantasies, which was like old school fantasy stuff, right? These are just male fantasies, right? Almost they all exclusively have harems, right? It's just the guy is the main character, and like every girl he meets is gorgeous and wants to have sex, and they do have sex.
I love that.
Basically the story.
I love that for them.
And it's common, incredibly common across the entire genre, right? And these books, there's so many of them. And there's some authors who put out a book a month, maybe even more than one book a month.
What?
Basically writing male erotic fiction. So,
do you think that's their side gig or full job?
That's their job, but they're almost assuredly using AI to write their stories.
Well, now, but I mean, how long have they been doing it?
A few years, but AI writing books it's probably been around longer than you probably, than
mainstream. Quote unquote mainstream.
Yeah. They're not well written, right?
They don't have to be
formulaic trash, but that's pretty much all romance.
I mean, you just have to hit whatever the little the hook is for some dude, right? If they're into banging their stepsister.
Well, yeah, there's just a ton of that style out there.
Right. Red Fiction doesn't quite do it for me, but I do love hand jobs.
Yeah, well, nice work if you can get it.
I mean, yeah, good for you, but I'll be honest. Out of all the sexual acts I can receive, I think a hand job's at the bottom of that list, right? That's not true.
Boob job is for me.
That's at the bottom?
Yeah, I don't know. What are we doing? I don't. To me, it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
I would take that way over hand job.
No,
Way
not me.
over.
No, especially if a woman knows what she's doing.
But on top of that, the boob jobs and hand jobs can kind of coincide, anyways. Not me. It's the most intimate. Requires the most work. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. What about old fashioned? I guess that's just the type of guy I am. I don't know. Is that old fashioned?
Whatever fashion you want it to be.
I also there was this girl that I did art for recently. That
Okay.
she told me that she does a side gig where she just writes D&D campaigns and makes money off of it. I was like, what? That's dope. Why aren't you doing that, Stas?
I wish.
Well, fucking find that.
That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't know. I just have to. So that's the thing is
Do
getting
some
into a
work.
game-
Yeah.
Getting into a game like that, you have to do some
Up front. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of upfront stuff.
You gotta cut your
know?
teeth.
You have to find a company who's paying for them, right? Like I actually know a few outfits that probably do pay for submissions.
Well, I don't think
But
I
then
don't.
you have to write the submission, and it has to conform to a certain style. Like I haven't read a ton of published adventures, so I'd have to
Oh, you have to
read
do
through
some
them so
some
I could get
research.
accustomed to the style. Yeah, I'd have to do a bunch of research,
Learn the
get accustomed to the
fundamentals.
style, so that I could then write them and then submit them.
Yeah. You gotta learn the fundamentals before you break
It is
them.
a cool side gig, though. I will say that if that could be my actual job, that'd be sick.
Yeah. I mean, it could be. Just gotta do a lot of work and hope you get lucky, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about opportunity and you can control a lot of that, but it's also like
What about DMing? Would you DM for money?
throw my life away. Yes, there are professional DMs.
Yeah. Well, I know that
Um,
Lana's coworker or ex coworker. He's been in a couple of streams. I don't know. But he gets paid to do it too. He gets paid to do the campaigns.
I don't know how much you make. I don't, but it probably depends on where you live.
Well, he does it as a side gig. Like he still has his main job, and
Yeah, I'm not trying. See, that's the thing.
Draconis. Yeah.
Look at us, okay? We're not getting side hustles, bro. You know what I mean? We're not.
Well,
I'm
actually, that's not
working
true. I do have a side
22.
hustle. I just don't have a main hustle. I only have a side hustle. Made good money, yeah.
Yeah, that would be sweet, but I'm not doing it as a side hustle. I'd do it as a full-time job. That'd be cool. That would be very cool.
That would be cool, huh? Because the other thing is,
the nice thing about that is that your players are invested because they're literally invested. They literally paid you. You know what I mean?
yeah, but one of them's just using daddy's money, so it doesn't mean shit to him.
Maybe, but I don't know. It's just I feel like
It's a better filter.
there's a better chance of getting a good group of players.
Are you saying that
Personally, I
Lana
don't
and
know.
me and Nox weren't a good group of
No,
players?
I'm not saying that at all.
I
I'm
felt it a
saying
little
the
pointed.
average pickup DM, the average pickup role playing group can just be filled with some fuckers,
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the funny thing about money is it starts creating a little more legitimacy. It's the same thing like whenever I thought about like getting finding people to like do a game together, like before, like this is like years ago, right? I thought like I perused the forums and shit like that, but like until money starts getting involved, people just flake. They'll flake at
that's
the
exactly
slightest
like
inconvenience.
there were times in my life where I tried to get into a campaign or run a campaign on like Roll20 or whatever, and you would talk to these people, you'd like, hey, you'd sign up, and then just people would just not show up. That's actually one of the worst parts about trying to find a pickup group
Yeah.
for a role playing game
Yeah.
is that people just leave. I've left
Yeah.
after one session of time,
I've left.
Yeah, it's just like there's no reason to
Well,
stay
there's
if
no
you don't like it.
responsibility, right? There's no
Oh
commitment.
yeah, there's no obligation.
Look at us, dude.
Yeah,
Staying on
full circle.
full circle.
So I would imagine as a paid DM, they're there for the duration. They want the good story,
Well, I mean,
and you want to produce a good story.
that's the thing. Like, you don't, if they don't show, who cares? You're still getting paid,
No, that's also true.
right? It's kind of like being a college professor.
It's one of those things. Like being a DM is one of those things where it's like if it was your job, it would be awesome because you enjoy doing it. But when it's not your job, it feels like an obligation, right? Because it's work. It is
That's
literally work,
funny.
right?
That's funny because I feels like it would also be the other way. Like, don't you think if it was your job, like there'd be days where you just hate it and you like it might even turn it into something you hate instead of enjoy?
Maybe, but don't think it would work like that for that kind of stuff.
Why not?
I don't know because I just like being creative. And there are days where you'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing here, or like
Yeah,
I
bro.
can't think of
You know that
anything. I'm
feeling you have
so
about drawing this poster?
about
I
what?
think that
Oh,
feeling how you
yeah.
have that drawing that poster, that would come up eventually and maybe consistently with drawing or making any I think any creative, well, maybe not. Maybe you go do the fundamentals for a while so you don't have those
Well, that's the
problems.
thing. Is like you're not like taking into account the fact that I have okay, not and usually not an entire 8 hours, but I have 8 hours a day segmented off for some bullshit,
Yeah, you
right?
already have that.
And
That
in fact, the past week
has been
or
pretty
so,
pretty on point.
I have been working consistently all day,
Guys, I
and it
have been
sucked.
working this week.
It sucked. So the thing is like if you can cut that part out of your life, if I cut that part out of my life, and there were periods of time when I had when I was a teacher, right, and I would have entire summers off.
Yeah.
Once the work is out of the equation, it's like, okay, I'm on board with spending a few hours, quote unquote, working on something
Do you think that
because
that's do you think that's
I'm not tired of the day. I'm not exhausted.
do you think that that partially is because you've like your your experience becomes relative, so like because you're working 8-hour days and then you got the break, you're like, holy shit, I have so much time now. But if you went
No,
back,
not necessarily.
no, do you think that if you didn't have an obligation to work?
There is a part of that, but it's I'm never gonna have enough time off where I'm like, damn, I don't, like I'm not like I just don't have enough. I like
Like, say you won the lotto and didn't have to work the rest of your life,
yeah,
do you think that you would find something like something
hundred
creative,
percent.
something creative?
Hell, 100%.
What would you do you think?
I probably would write campaigns. I'd definitely take some like art classes, learn to draw. I would definitely I'd be doing like 3D art and stuff like that just to dip my toe in.
Yeah.
I would be doing a little more creative writing, whether that's writing campaign style stuff or writing actual books. But I would have time to devote to that
Right.
because I would be able it's a lot easier to devote hours of the day when you have hours of the day to devote.
Of course. Plus, then you wouldn't have to cook anymore. You could get a butler.
I mean, I don't really cook. I mean, I just throw some fucking chicken in the oven. I'm not really, cooking anyway.
Yeah.
But I think most people who like if they didn't have to work anymore, they would they would find something to do. Yeah, there are going to be people who literally do nothing but like consume, watch TV or do this or do that. But people would eventually find something they like doing and do it. It's one of my biggest gripes with they're just the amount of money that, entertainers get paid. Um and usually other people involved in the industry are way better paid than the actual talent, but talent does get paid a lot, like the high up their talent, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, there's economic reasons for that, and they're so good, and blah blah blah, and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, if Hollywood disappeared, if the music industry disappeared tomorrow, and no one wanted to pay to watch a movie or to listen to music, people would do it for free, right? We've been making music before money was invented. People would do it for free.
Well, people already do it for
Because
free.
they like do yeah, I know, but they do that sort of stuff. People like being creative because it's like ingrained in us as human beings.
100%. But wait, what are you getting at here? Are you saying that do you not like the entertainment industry at all? Like, you do not think it's
No, it's
deserved,
fine. I'm
or
just saying it's a little weird to me that they make so much money off of something that people would do for free. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I mean, I kind of know what you're saying, but like, just because
I
you
went off a little bit on a tangent
no,
there,
no,
just
I
a
know,
little bit.
but I like it. The thing is, just because I do something for free, does that mean I shouldn't get paid for it?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is like I don't know what I'm saying. I think the argument gets a little. It might have
It's
been
not even
like it
necessarily
was
argument, just a
I
commentary.
had seen. Yeah, that
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting.
people are going to be creative, whether they need to be or not.
But yeah, it's evident right now. Like, people are creative all the time right now without getting paid.
Sure.
However, there is some truth in having a monetary value pushing you past treating things like obligations that you don't enjoy or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't have to pay bills and try to get, commissions to pay for things that I need, I probably won't be pursuing art as much as I am. And I wouldn't be considering, like, oh shit, like, I should probably do some anatomy, and I need to figure out
That's
how to.
true. Okay. Okay. Well, let's say that's true then.
Yeah.
Right? What's it matter? If you didn't need to pursue art, you could pursue it at any time you wanted to. Then yeah, maybe you wouldn't be pursuing it as much, but it's not like you're dumping it.
I might dump it completely.
Yeah, and do what? Rengar all day?
Dude, I could very easily be an app. I already am. I have been. I already am. I completely degenerate and just play video games and consume. And I think it's very common for people to just consume because you get your little dopamine hits. You feel like you're fucking accomplishing something.
I agree to its extent. I feel like if nobody needed to work tomorrow, right, and then in perpetuity,
Yeah.
people would consume for a while. They would go on a consuming binge, but eventually, a lot of people would get tired of it and they would pursue something.
I think a lot of people would. I think it also would cause. I think there would be waves of mental health issues.
There's, I hate to break it to you, hon. There's waves of mental health issues now.
Yeah, but on top of that, I mean, more. I think that.
I think that would lead to more like not necessarily mental health issues, but like existential crises.
Well, yeah, and that's mental
A lot
health.
of people put their worth into their work.
Right. A lot of people find purpose in their work. A lot of people appreciate the time off because they have the obligations of work, right?
Yeah, well,
There's a lot of dynamics there.
I don't have any sympathy for these motherfuckers who retire and like get a job immediately after because they don't know what to do with themselves or refuse to retire because they wouldn't know what to do if they retired. Fuck off.
Are you talking about
okay?
Tom Brady?
I don't give a fuck about you, okay? Because they ruin it for everybody else. Like they think because like they want to work till they fucking die, everyone else should.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, don't set that precedent here. A lot of us don't want to be working till we're 90 years old. A lot of us understand what to do with free time.
Yeah. What's interesting? Like, my grandma was like that. She retired and then she kept working because she. Well, I mean, I think a big part of it was like loneliness. Like, she wanted social interaction.
That's absolutely a part of it. If you don't need to work anymore, I'm not saying don't get a job. Like some people just get a job just because they can. And in fact, one of the best ways to have a job is to have a job you don't need, right? Because then it's like I'm going to show up kind of when I feel like I'm doing this because I want to, not because I have to, right? And that's cool, but it's like I don't know. Don't.
Wait, where are you going with that?
Where I'm going with it is
UIB.
bitch
UBI.
retire.
Just retire.
it's fine, but also don't use it as an escape because you don't know what to do with yourself, you know?
Well, hold on, hold on, hold on. You're telling them
You
not to get a job to use it as an escape?
Well, yes, if they because
Stas, you
it's
and I
like
use video games to escape every day for hours and hours
yeah,
and
but
hours.
yeah, but that doesn't lead to but people getting jobs like that ruins things.
It makes people think that I should
Yeah,
get
it
jobs.
puts expectations on the job, market.
Is it weird that people can see you and I and like millions of people use video games as escape and be like that's probably a bad idea, and then they see someone that just works past retirement and be like that's probably
Well, the
okay.
thing is, okay, so when we play video games excessively, it's seen as a bad thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what I
But
said.
when people work excessively, it's not ne it if there is any stigma at all, it's not nearly as bad, but I feel like it's way more harmful in the long run.
To who?
The person,
You think so?
yeah, I don't think being a workaholic is we should not treat it as a virtue.
I don't think it should be a I don't think it's a virtue to be a workaholic. Um but it's definitely, I mean, let's be real, gaming addiction is like really bad. Like it's like
Yeah, well,
hardcore
yours is.
consumption.
Yeah, yours for sure.
Mine? Well, like mine's worse than yours?
Yeah, bro.
Stop.
I go so I go sometimes I go long stretches without playing games sometimes.
So do I. I would like
No,
went
you
like a couple years without playing games.
yeah, okay. You're just a liar,
I should
bro.
say I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't. I went a couple years without playing like a consistent like main game regularly. Like I probably played like Mario Kart at a friend's house or something like that. But it wasn't like I was playing. I wasn't like logging on and
What
playing
were you
6 hours a
doing
day.
then?
I didn't have a PC. I was mostly doing. That was when I was working on the farm. I was learning coding. Um, I had my shit together like a little bit for a little bit.
When?
I don't know, 2015, 16, 17, somewhere around there.
Yeah, were you a better person then? Were you a better human being?
No, you learn a lot in 8
But
years.
we're comparing me and you, right? Like,
You should never compare yourself with others, Stas.
yeah, I know.
You only
Comparison is the
compare with
thief
your
of
past
joy.
self, and that's why I'm beating my past self. I'm doing so much better.
Are you? Do you believe that?
I do, yeah, for sure.
Okay, well that's good.
I think that it's really hard to not be better than your past self. Like,
What if you're a drunk?
save for being substance abuse, right? Because the whole idea is like I think it's a natural process to learn from our mistakes and grow, right?
I feel like it's a mistake to think just because you're older, you've grown.
I think you naturally do. It doesn't mean that like the growth could be small. It could be like inappropriately small or like inadequately small, right?
Yeah, but I feel like even outside of addiction, you can be getting stuck in ruts.
Yeah, Rengar.
Yeah, or yeah, silver. Yeah,
Hey,
or it's just like you could just have a period where
I've
not
become a
it's not
real
even
piece
that
of shit.
it's not even that you become a piece of shit. It's just that like there may have been a period where you I don't know, where you've gone after stuff. I don't want to say ambition, where you've had passion and then you don't anymore. I mean,
That's I mean,
it's possible that you can become jaded, all right, about your life or the world or whatever, and it ends up being negative on a whole. But also, w- this is almost nonsensical to talk about because it's like better or worse than what? How is it better? How is it worse?
what you could have been.
According to what scale?
I've become a real all-state athlete, dating the prom queen. I had it all. People used to look up to me. You peaked too soon, Junior.
Yeah, scored 4 touchdowns in a single
You
game.
peaked in high school, my man. Wisdom does not come with age. That's true. It comes with experience. And some people have and usually like hardship, right?
It also comes with a brain.
That what?
You have to be able to look back on your experiences.
Okay,
You have to
well,
be able
yeah,
to assess
okay.
your
You have to
experiences and
like
gain wisdom.
self-reflect and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah, self-reflection is key,
yeah,
right?
I agree.
To getting wisdom. And if you don't do that, then then what happens is you don't understand the life you've been leading or what the purpose is. So you spend an extra 10 years working at some bullshit company because you don't know what to do with yourself if you retire.
Are we talking about you?
No,
Oh,
I'm not. I know what to do with myself. I could fill my free hours with all kinds of stuff and never have enough time.
and growth isn't linear, but that doesn't mean you haven't grown from your past. That's true. That's true. I was just talking about this last podcast, right? Where a lot of growth is like you grow a bunch and then you plateau for a little bit, and then you grow a bunch and then you plateau for a bit.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, let me give you an example, right? Let's say you in a relationship, you give a great relationship, and then it's like I don't know, you have a bad breakup, all right,
Okay.
and it basically like sours you on relationships or like puts you in a bad
Jaded.
mindset, right? Yeah, it puts you in a very bad mindset going for the next couple years
That's
or
exactly what
whatever.
happened to me.
Right? That's down though. That's not growth. That's not even a leveling. It's a like you're going backwards. Like you used to have a healthy attitude about relationships, and now because of your bad experience, you have things to make up for. You got to get
That's
out of that rut.
that's true.
I'm
That
just saying that's possible,
no,
right?
that's 100% true. There's a step back in that facet, right? But I
Right.
think over for one, like ideally you do wrestle with that thought, and then you overcome it, and you gain experience from it. But
Yeah,
also
you
all the
hope.
right, and but also on top of all that, there's gonna be a bunch of other shit that you still have grown from
Yeah,
being
no,
in
no,
that
I
relationship.
agree, but it's weird. Like you want to believe that it's growth overall, right? Like it's not just saying you want it to be a growth experience. You want to have grown from it. But I feel like we have to acknowledge
Oh shit,
um
the chat. We have to acknowledge the chat.
no, I want is there a thing going on? No. I want to feel like we have to acknowledge that sometimes people don't get out of the rut. You
Yeah,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Again, Rengar.
So it's not always growth.
100%, but that's still. I don't. Very rarely is the rut the entirety of that person. You know what I mean?
No, 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 for sure. But in that aspect of their lives, at least, it's not growth, and it's entirely possible that that situation doesn't lead to growth in other
Or
areas of
even
their lives.
degenerates. Ungrowth,
Yeah,
like Rengar. I just
yeah.
want to play
How
Rengar.
has your Rengar been going? Doing good? Are
My
you, where are you
Rengar
at?
pumps,
Silver
dude.
3 still?
I'm a beast. I'm a fucking kitty beast in the jungle, man. All right. I almost consistently do well. Very often, not I shouldn't say very often. More often than it should be, I will have more deaths than I should. Right?
Okay.
I can work on
Yeah.
lowering the deaths, but generally speaking, I'm a fucking monster in the
You're a
jungle.
G.
I'm a
You're a
problem.
G in Silver 3.
I'm a G in Silver 3. That's right. Listen, it ain't. I'm gonna say this too. Playing jungle is a different beast, man. If any lane has a problem, it's your fault, man.
Yeah, it's
It
always
is.
the jungle.
It's crazy to me. Like no people are incapable of understanding that like your lane is just gonna be a shitty lane this game. If you want to win,
Yeah, people cannot see the game as a whole, right?
right? They think they're the main
When the
character every
enemy
time.
jungle shows up to your lane twice, right, and your jungle has not, it's like, "What's happening?"
Yeah. Top lane is the worst. I mean, top lane is rough because you're on the island. It feels like you're alone, right?
Right. It feels like you're in that tennis match where you don't have anybody to blame but yourself, you know? It's
Right.
the only you and the other
But it's
guy.
even worse than that because their top laner might get that one early gank where you're just behind and now
Yeah,
you feel like it's
there's
over.
the thing about top lane is that there's usually one moment that sets the tone for the entire game.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I don't know if it was competition or if we were just practicing Clash, but one game I played Shen, we were playing together. I played Shen,
Yeah.
and I go top lane versus Garen, who of course the only person I hate more than fucking Garen is Darius, right? But
Spinning
anyway,
bitches.
Karen is just sitting in the top lane bush, and as soon as I come up to the wave, He runs out, ignites me, and fucking whacks on me once, right? And I'm done. The whole lane is
Wait,
over.
one ignite and one melee attack? He didn't even
Yeah,
spin or
I
anything?
can't do anything. He pushed me out of the lane before the creeps even hit each other, and it sucked. It was done.
That is hilarious, dude.
It was so bad. Ah, God.
That's funny. Yeah, my Rengar has been going good, man. He feels very. I feel like I can carry a little bit from it with him. The thing that's crazy about Rengar is he's like an assassin, right? He's an assassin.
Yeah.
And so you build all those damage items and you're like, okay, well, you know, typically as an assassin, you have to kind of focus non-tanks. But Rengar, because of how hard his shit hits, you grab a Lord Doms and like he naturally has kind of a lower health, base health. So Lord Doms makes it so you have like 30% armor pen. And then also if you do 25% more damage, more physical damage to enemies that have higher max health than you. So that's pretty much everyone. It doesn't like it almost doesn't even matter, right? And between that armor pen and the 25% bonus damage, like at full build, I'm queuing for like 1200 damage or more. And it's like even if you are a tank, dude, I'm still frying you with any sort of like minimal help at all. Maybe even in 1v1. His damage output is insane. And then on top of that, if you leave him alone, he can push a tower like in no time with his Q. He's crazy. Yeah, he's very fun.
You've got kitty pride. Yeah.
Kitty pride. Kitty business. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna get some food and go play some Rengar.
Good for you.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got for plans after that? Because I think we can wind down here. We're approaching 3 hours.
We're definitely winding down. I don't know what I'm doing for an hour and a half before I get ready for bed.
Before you start your
Chill.
ritual.
Before I start my nightly ritual, yes.
Maybe you start writing a campaign.
Maybe I've already started.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
I've actually been. It's more preparation. I want to read a bunch of different. I've been, as I said last week, I'm into like the Pathfinder stuff. So
That's
I wanna
right.
read
Yeah.
through some of those adventures and see what those are actually structured like. Might do that.
A good top lane takes the smallest lead and rams it over and over. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I think that happens in other lanes, just not to the degree. And I don't know if it's the champ pool of top lanes.
I disagree. That bottom lane, I've seen things swing so far.
That's true. Bot lane can be a pump and repump sort of sitch.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, I feel like mid can happen too if it doesn't get attention from the jungler.
No, with perfect play, it should happen in every lane, but it don't because
it seems more
harder to take advantage of your lead when you have more variables.
That's
right?
true.
Like when
That's true.
It's harder to capitalize on any advantage you have. Just the very fact, it is in pro play, but it's just the very fact that like when people have an advantage, they don't stand up on the fucking creep wave. Like it's just so bad.
Yeah,
that's like the basic shit you got to do, but they don't do it.
Wait, what's HOB? That's why HOB ADC supports are a thing. Halo Blades.
Yeah. Varus and Varus support is a thing.
Jhin support I've been seeing.
Yeah, like I don't like it, because I'm an enchanter main, but
dude, Jhin support would be kind of crazy with Halo Blade. Does he go Halo Blades? Callista support?
Dude, I've seen Callista support. The alt wrecks. The alt just gets their ADC completely out of trouble.
Is it defensive?
Yeah, it's like old Tom Kench alt.
That's crazy.
It's
what do you mean old Tom Kench alt? That's still how his alt works?
Ult used to be the eat.
Isn't it still that way?
No, his alt is the teleport. Is the like not teleport, but like that. He goes he goes down into the ground and comes up.
No, did they change that?
Yeah, they did.
What's his eat now? He still has an eat.
Yes, he still has an eat. It's one of his abilities.
His old alt was the teleport, and now it's the eat. You have flip flop.
No.
You have flip flopped, old man.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. No, okay. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I knew it, dude. I knew you were wrong. I fucking knew
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Like Tom Kenchel.
it. Oh shit. I just broke
She's
something.
like a better Tom Kench though, because she. Well, I don't know if that's true, but
Tom Ketch is a menace right now, dude. I've seen him in solo lanes just absolutely run games.
yes, but ranged in the pro meta, ranged is king right now. The melee stuff. The melee's out.
That's crazy. They just need Rengar in there, jumping from the bush. See how well you fucking get away from me now.
I mean, you don't want to play the real OP jungle.
Who, Maoki?
Yeah, Maokai.
Steve Maoki?
Yeah, Steve Maoki. He's
Um,
banned in every pro game. He's banned.
I played 2 games with him the other day, just to try, I test him out or see what's going on there. He's strong. I don't know.
He is very strong. He's getting nerfed, but I don't think it's.
I probably need
that's
to.
gonna be enough.
Yeah, I probably need to like get a better feel for him to really abuse him. But I'll
But
tell
he's
you what's.
also not. He's not Rengar. He's not an assassin. So that's
No, he's
probably
not.
your style.
But well, I mean, yeah, well,
It requires a team.
but no, I'll
That's the
tell you
way
what's
you
really stupid about him. Okay,
Sure.
and I go against these, and I see these all the time. They're the best. They're the best. When they build straight damage, and all these damage items just happen to have like a ruby crystal in them, right?
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, this guy is pumping like one of his fucking little treant seed bitches does half my fucking health. And I hate that you can't interact with his fucking seeds at all. It's just like, if he puts it down, you're taking half of your health. It's like, how is this fun? Like, how is this a game right now? So
Yeah,
he just gets to completely zone anything ever.
Demonic Embrace is a problem.
I think it's more of the fact that you can't interact, or like it's either the scaling.
Well, yes, but that's the scaling. That's part of what makes it so awful, right? Like demonic, like the ability alone is bad, but combining it with a demonic, it makes it. It's a huge amount of health gone from one sapling.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
He's
and he's
also
good against
pretty damn.
Rengar, kind
Yeah,
of a counter. Yeah, nice.
I do fine
Those
against them in
fucking
silver.
babies.
Silver lobes.
Well, yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They really don't. And you just gotta hope that the people that don't know what the fuck they're doing are on the other team and not yours.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not often the case.
Rarely.
Which is why you're still in silver 3.
I'm on silver 2 now, Stas. Thank you very much.
Okay, well then we got to get ready to start getting some games in then.
I know. I'm gonna hit gold very soon. What are you?
Okay.
Are you gold 4, 5, 3?
Gold 4.
Does it start at 5 or 4?
4.
Okay.
They took out 5s a few seasons ago.
Okay.
All right, everybody, let's wind it down here.
We've been winding down. Let's end it.
Yeah.
Where's
get
Lana?
outta here,
Did he
huh?
say he was gonna stream?
No, he's not streaming.
He's fucking lying to us, dude.
He just wanted to advertise.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get a shout out for him.
Yeah, everybody check out Lana Del Sosa. Next time he's streaming, he'll be back with a vengeance. He's taking a vacation from shotgunning beers. What I heard. Just the word on the street.
On vacation. You gotta check him out. There he is, Lana Del Soda popping. Boy in blue. I just like to watch. Stas, would you watch?
Live?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't take it over participation.
Yeah, but let's say a married couple approaches you. They just want someone to watch. That's their thing. And they're attractive. They're an attractive couple.
I know, but all I'm going to be doing is watching.
Yep. I mean, you can maybe you work a camera, maybe you jerk it a
Playing
little.
video games, bitch. No, fuck that.
You wouldn't watch?
I don't know. It just seems like a time commitment, you know?
Well, no,
Like,
you can
go
do it when you
there,
want. You can
back.
kind of choose when you want to partake. I mean, it's just
It
like
doesn't hold
porn,
that
but
much appeal to
real
me.
life.
Yeah, I know, but that's done at my own convenience.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, we're trying to end here.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I just wanted to know if you were a voyeur.
I'm not. And it's voyeur.
Shut up, Frenchie.
Yeah.
Oui, oui,
All right.
voyeur, le chop.
Later, everybody. We'll catch you next week for another wonderful
Have a good night,
episode.
everyone.
We'll probably be talking about masturbation again.
That seems to be a common theme. All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thank you for the biddies and the subs and stuff, guys. Appreciate you. Should we Should we send? Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird to send people places, right? We're just
Yeah, it
gonna end.
does. Go to whatever stream you want to.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah,
Or
you're telling
don't.
them. Yeah.
Chill.
Good night, guys.
Later.